What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along, and not just any watch-along, people. Where is it? We are back after 6 long years. We are back in the Champions League, Wednesday night business. No more Thursday nights, no more Europa League nonsense. Finally, we can watch Thursday night EastEnders without having to record it. And we're back, people. Arsenal against PSV. There was a slight delay there because I tried to guess what the team was going to be so that I wouldn't have to edit the team lineup. And of course, Arteta makes changes, so I had to edit it and all of that. Good stuff, people. But big up to everyone locked in. Champions League business is back. Champions League background. I hope you like the layout as well. And subscriber only mode, VIP business, red carpet. If you're a subscriber, it's VIP, no ID. You don't need to wear shoes. You can wear anything. You're in, people. VIP, straight through, and you're in. If you ain't subscribed, click that button. Don't mess about. Let's just go through the headline news before we start breaking it down. We have still got 50 minutes, or nearly 45 minutes until kickoff. And David Raya continues in goal. A lot of people were saying, well, if Raya plays in the Premier League, Ramsdale will get the Champions League. No, listen, I said it. I said it, people. The introduction video of David Raya, it was way too cozy. He gave his granddad a shirt with his name on the back. They were hugging. It all looked very... Ramsdale, you're in a lot of trouble right now, I can't lie. David Raya starts. Personally, I don't mind. I mean, listen, if you're Aaron Ramsdale, you're going to think, I just spent all year helping this team get in the Champions League. Now the Champions League turns up, I get dropped for it. I think what people have to remember is two things. Number one, and Ish, you've just put it in the comments. Arsenal wanted David Raya before they signed Aaron Ramsdale. Brentford were asking for crazy money at the time, and Arsenal walked away from the deal and signed Aaron Ramsdale. He's wanted David Raya for a number of years. He's managed to get him. For me, he's the number one goalkeeper right now, and that's just the way it is, people. Does Ramsdale start against Tottenham? I'm not a big fan of chopping and changing goalkeepers. I think goalkeepers need, routine. They need stability. It's a big game on the weekend. Do you all of a sudden want to throw Ramsdale in, who might be emotional from the fact that he's been left out of the Champions League? And so you just don't know. But for now, people, we can only deal with what's in front of us. David Raya starts. He's number one. As I always said before, I don't mind who plays as long as the better goalkeeper's in goal. Football is a ruthless sport. It's why I said, there's no point fanboying players, because when the manager doesn't feel they're good enough, they'll dump them. And when players think they've got a better opportunity, they'll move on. Like a lot of you in the comments, I agree. People saying, feel sorry for Ramsdale. This is the business. Arteta wants to look at Raya. And I think you've also got to remember the Champions League is a little bit slower than the Premier League. So you need a goalkeeper that's very good in possession. Now, I think Ramsdale is good in possession, but David Raya just looks very calm. And it is what it is, Big up Nelson with the super chat. Arteta Ramsdale diss track. We are family. David Raya's granddad and me. I'm telling you, it ain't a joke, people. It ain't a joke. Zach said, loving the green screen. Glad you like it, people. Little Champions League background. I felt it was necessary, Whatever the squad, let's get behind the team, says Jorge. And that's it. We just want Arsenal to win the game. If it's Raya, Ramsdale, who cares, as long as they perform. Let's talk about the second piece of headline news, though, people. I mean, I gotta go easy on this one, because if I say too much, I'm suspended 6 months. Maybe I should whisper it. Kai Havertz is starting. I mean, listen, he scored the winning goal in a Champions League final. We've never stopped talking about it since he signed for us. So maybe this is his competition, You don't get pressed on the ball as much. It's less physical, bit more time and space on the ball. I've seen a lot of people online saying, wow, can't believe Havertz is starting, blah, blah, blah. I'm not surprised. I've said time and time again the manager cannot turn his back on Kai Havertz, because no matter what we think as fans, he's got an owner right now that's saying, bro, 2 months ago, you asked me to write a check for £65 million, right? You've spent £65 million on this guy. You can't just turn your back on him and dump him straight away. He's under pressure. We have to understand, from a fan's point of view, we're probably just like, the guy ain't good enough, bench him, not interested. He's got an owner saying 65 million, prove something. This guy is going to perform at some stage. I'm saying it. I'm saying it now. There's going to be a time when Kai Havertz has a good game, because he's not a terrible footballer. As much as I wouldn't have signed him, as much as I, wouldn't start him, he's shown before he can perform when the time's right. Eventually, somebody just said there, even a broken clock is right twice a day. Eventually, Havertz's going to do something. Will it be tonight? I don't know. If it isn't tonight, when is it ever going to work for him? I don't know. And Mark, I agree, said I'd rather he played tonight than the weekend, because the difference with that Tottenham game, there's going to be so much intensity in that game. Is Havertz going to be able to deal with a game at that speed? This game will be a little bit slower. So Havertz starts, people. Listen, I'm going to be totally honest. I'm going to say this now. I've said it before and I've said it again. I hope Kai Havertz proves every single Arsenal fan, including me, wrong. I hope I have to eat humble pie. I hope I say I've always rated him. I hope I can put him on the green screen. I hope he starts balling out for us. It's as simple as that. What else can we do as Arsenal fans? We can sit here all day and say how much we don't rate the guy. He's got to do something. And if he doesn't, I've said it before and I've said it again, it is the riskiest gamble of Arteta's Arsenal career as manager. All we can do is support him and hope that something happens. Listen, football's ruthless. Fabio Vieira played well at the weekend, gets dropped midweek. Football's a ruthless sport. As long as Arsenal win, that's all that matters, people. But if they don't play well, then, we're lurking in the background. We ain't playing games here, people. And the third bit of news, yes! Gabriel Jesus starts over Eddie Nketiah. Eddie, I'm not going to say too much because they say I'm too harsh. You've got an agenda against Eddie. You come from Hale End. I don't care. No, I'm joking. Well, I'm kind of not joking. But anyway, Gabriel Jesus starts. He has to. He's got the most experience in the Champions League in our team, along with Havertz and Zinchenko. So you need him to be playing in a game like this. Lead the line, do the thing for us up front and be the leader. And I'm delighted Gabriel Jesus starts. Hopefully he plays well, looks sharp, and we get him in for the North London derby on the weekend. Let's go through the Arsenal bench quick. In the Champions League, you can have more players on the bench. So somehow Cedric is on the bench for Arsenal in the Champions League. I mean, I'm not being funny. I didn't think back in 2017 when we got battered by Bayern Munich that the next time we got into the Champions League, El Neni and Cedric would be on the bench. I really didn't believe that would happen. But anyway, here we are, people, 2023, and they've made it on the bench. Petrol station mate of mine, Cedric, makes it onto the bench. Maybe he's putting the cones out with El Neni. Maybe they're taking the warm-up. It's raining. Maybe they're holding the umbrella. Remember the guy for P. Diddy that used to hold the umbrella as he walked around? You never know. Like you said, Chris, we got rid of Cedric, but no, we kept Cedric, got rid of Kieran Tierney. It is what it is. Cedric the Entertainer, Def Comedy, Jam Business. But the Arsenal bench, Aaron Ramsdale, Cole Hine, Eddie Nketiah, Tommy Asu, Kivior, Fabio Vieira, El Neni, Jorginho, ESR. I had to put ESR because I was running out of space to write Smith Rowe. Reece Nelson and Cedric, a.k.a. Cedric the Entertainer. Information and entertainment. You've got an agenda. He played for Portugal. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I'm quickly going to go through the PSV team. I don't know a lot of their team. I'm going to be honest. A lot of them are players that you sort of pack on FIFA and just quick sell. Benitez in goal. Teze, Dest is at left back tonight. Obviously, he was at Barcelona. Boscagli, Bella Kochup, who played for Southampton, or as I called him, Bottle of Ketchup. Veerman, who a lot of people were saying yesterday is one to look out for, although hopefully he doesn't perform. Shooten, Saibare, Noah Lang. Noah Lang is a live wire. Arsenal were linked with him last season. Bakayoko, who apparently is their danger man. So we'll look out for him. And Luke de Jong, who I always criticise Luke de Jong. I think he's a really bad player. But, you know, because we're playing against them, I don't think I should say too much. Or maybe I've already said too much. Their bench, Sambo, Till, Romalo, Pepe, Drommel, Tillman, Babardi, Lozano, Van Arnholt and Vertessen. So Lozano, you know, a bit of a FIFA legend, that guy. A lot of pace. And Van Arnholt, former Crystal Palace player. I have to admit, this Arsenal team that we've got out does give me a lot of confidence. I'm definitely confident in that team. David Raya in goal. I don't have any problem with that. The back four's our best back four. The midfield three is a bit, you know, Thomas Partey if he was fit. But, you know, we know at the moment he likes Declan Rice as a lone six with two attacking mids. Saka, yeah. Trossard, yeah. And Gabriel Jesus through the middle. So there's no excuse for Arsenal. The only thing that could potentially go wrong here, if that midfield balance doesn't look right, with if Havertz, you know, isn't effective in there. But we'll see. There's no excuse for Arsenal. We need to perform and we need to win. I think we have to understand that in this Champions League group, number one, we need to qualify. We can't end up back in the Europa League. Number two, we need to win the group, because what's cost us when we was in the Champions League, a lot of the time we finished second and we'd get somebody who finished top in another group, like, you know, Bayern Munich or Barcelona, and we end up getting knocked out. So it's important that you win the group. Dr. Barron said PSV, their moral is high. A lot of players have red and orange arrows, Pro Evolution settings. I mean, listen, as I said about PSV the other day, people, in the preview, they're top of the Dutch league. They've won 4 out of 4. And although they lost probably 4 of their best players last season in Madueke, who went to Chelsea, Xavi Simons, who went back to PSG, Cody Gakpo went to Liverpool, and Sangari went to Nottingham Forest. They're one of them clubs that seem to recover. They always do well. They always play decent football. So listen, we got to be careful. A lot of people have said this is an easy group, but we haven't been in the Champions League for a long time. We need to make sure we can handle the occasion. And as Ty would say, it's been raining a lot today, people. So the pitch is very wet. I'm not giving them that excuse, by the way. Winning the Champions League or the league, which is easier? I've always said, for me, I think the Champions League is easier to win because you can avoid a lot of the big teams. Inter Milan got to the final last year. They weren't a great Inter Milan side. And I think they beat AC Milan. I think they beat a couple of the Portuguese teams. You know, no Real Madrid, no Bayern, no Barca. If they'd have nicked a 1-0 against Man City, they're Champions League winners. So there's no hiding place in the Premier League. You've got to play Man City twice. You've got to play Liverpool twice. Got to play United, you know. So the Champions League, although we've never won it, so from the Arsenal point of view, it sounds a bit hypocritical. But listen, I'm looking forward to the game and we need to win. Big up to everyone locked in. Listen, subscriber only mode. Hit that like button. Looking for 3,000 likes today. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get yourself in. VIP section. You can comment. Information and entertainment and all of that good stuff, people. We are back in the Champions League. Champions League background and all of that. Even got a little intro. Let me show you this little intro that we got going on. Oh, it feels good to be home, baby. Let me tell you. I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell the Champions League I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away Europa League from yesterday. We're back, baby. No more Thursday night nonsense. Wednesday night business. Soak it up, people, because we don't know how long we're going to be in it for. You know what I mean? So let's make the most of it. 7 years, people. 7 years. I had Stockholm syndrome with the Europa League, man. I thought we were there that long. I thought we lived there. We've been squatting in the Europa League for 6 years. You know, I just emptied the suitcase. I started thinking that we lived there. So it was crazy. But yeah, we're back, man. Champions League settings. No messing about. And let's make sure we win this game tonight. A few bits to talk about. We've got about 40 minutes until kickoff. So we'll go around a few other news. Have you ever done it? That's a good point. Nah, that is a great point. Somebody just said there, you've never done a stream in the Champions League for Arsenal. I haven't because, you know, last time I was in the Champions League, I didn't even have a channel. So this is actually my Champions League streaming debut. Road to Success says Cruz is staying up past his bedtime. No doubt, no doubt. You know, if we get carried away and it's a big win, we might even ring the school and he goes in at lunchtime. You never know, people. Probably not, though. But you never know. Big up Spy, said big up Big C. Got my popcorn and soft drink waiting patiently for that music. Come on, man. Remove the suitcase. Get the suitcase out, man. No more squatting. We've had some tough years in that Europa League, man. I'm telling you. Every year we was in there, I was like, do you know what? This competition's not that hard. We'll probably win it. We end up getting knocked out by Olympiacos. You know, Sporting Lisbon lobbing the keeper from the halfway line. It's been crazy. Villarreal, Unai Emery knocking us out. That competition has been a stinker for us. I've had enough. Record-breaking channel. Yo, listen, I'm looking for numbers tonight. Let me tell you. Likes, I'm looking over 3,000-4,000. No messing around tonight. Subscribe if you haven't already. Then you can comment. VIP section. Everyone's welcome, people. Big up my brother Jar Digger. Time for Saka to finally turn up. Listen, I actually think the Champions League will be easier for Saka because, listen, Saka's known around the world, but they don't know him like we know him in the Prem. Everyone in the Prem doubles up on him. They've got mad respect for him. When we went to America for pre-season, we played against Barcelona. Now, I know it was a friendly, but Barca were just leaving Marcos Alonso 1v1 with him the whole game, and he was ripping him to bits. It was almost like Barca were saying, listen, we're big bad Barcelona. We don't care about Saka. Go 1v1. And he was ripping up Alonso. So I'm hoping that there's a bit of Champions League arrogance about these teams. What's interesting about tonight, people, is Dest, who is their right back, who obviously they've got him from Barcelona. They've moved him to left back, which makes me think they've obviously put him in there to play against Saka. Bear in mind that when a left footer cuts inside on the right wing, he turns onto the left back's right foot. So a right-footed left back will probably be easier to play against Saka. So Saka might actually have to go down the wing onto his right foot tonight. So that's very interesting. You know, Van Arnold played left back for PSV at the weekend, and they've changed and put Dest at left back for this game. So, yeah, a bit of tactical sure there. Dest was actually being linked with a move to Arsenal at one stage. I've always thought going forward he was good. Defensively, I don't particularly rate him. It's Kai's night to shine, Big C. Listen, as I've said before, man, something's got to go right for this guy at some stage, Kai Havertz. At the moment, he's having an absolute Freddy Krueger. It's a nightmare. You know, something's got to happen. A tap in at the back post, a header that goes under the keeper's, you know, arms, anything. If it keeps going bad, you know, there's no escape. But all we can do is support the guy. But hey, it is what it is. I wonder said I had to subscribe for the watch along for this match. I say tonight is going to be sweet like chocolate. I hope so. I hope so. Big up to all the new subscribers. Get in here. There's a party going off in it. We have one of the best starting 11s in Europe. I'm shameless. Stop me. I don't know if anybody saw Paul Merson on Sky Sports yesterday. Paul Merson was going crazy. Like, he said something along the lines of, after Manchester City, we're the best team in the Champions League. And I was like, whoa, relax. I'm with you on the hype train, but, you know, calm. You know, Madrid, Barca, Bayern. There's a lot of weapons over, you know, that we'd have to overcome. But I do understand what he's saying. The Champions League is definitely not as strong as it was the last time we was in the Champions League. Who would have thought You'd be in a Champions League with no Cristiano Ronaldo, no Lionel Messi, no Neymar, no Karim Benzema, no N'Golo Kante. Absolute world beaters who are no longer in this competition. I mean, I've got Real Madrid on at the moment as this is going on. 6 minutes to go. They're drawing 0-0. They haven't got a striker. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we would beat Madrid, but I'm saying a lot of these big teams have got deficiencies. I've watched Bayern Munich a couple of times. Defensively, they do not look very good this season. PSG, I mean, they looked decent yesterday, but still, you know, I think we'd have a chance against anybody over 2 legs, but it's just whether that Champions League experience gets the better of us later on down the line. Luis Suarez as well, yeah, not in there. There's a lot of big teams who don't have big players in certain parts of their team now. You know, AC Milan yesterday drew 0-0 with Newcastle. They played quite well, but Champions League is definitely not as strong as it used to be. Upamecano is a liability. I've said it for a long time. I'm not a big fan of him at all. We got spanked in Europa last year. How can anyone believe we're the second best team in the Champions League? Listen, I'm not going along with Merce. I don't think we're the second best team, but I think the difference this year is a lot of them Europa League games, we were making changes and thinking we were just going to roll teams over. We got found out in the end against Sporting Lisbon. In the Champions League, you can't do that. You've got to put out what is on paper an almost full strength 11 or you're going to get found out. You cannot get away with putting out weaker teams. We need a 3-0 smacking of PSV with a Kai Havertz goal that will lift everyone. People have to remember as well, I'm not looking past this game, but North London Derby on Sunday. What we need tonight is a confidence-boosting victory, a clean sheet, a few goals, no injuries, keeping us intact for that game would be brilliant. Let's get into a few other bits of news. Just under half an hour until kickoff. Jurrien Timber. What a loss this guy has been, by the way, man. I don't know. It's funny. I'm a bit of a striker merchant. I'm an attacking player merchant, right? But Timber was genuinely an exciting defender to watch. It was crazy. And he's put up a post yesterday. He's back in the gym now. You know, he's jumping. He's doing some stuff on the knee. And he's walking without crutches. These pictures that you can see of him in the crutches, they are old pictures. The one at the bottom is the one of him in the gym. And he's in the gym and he said, I remain confident of this. I mean, when he says this, does he mean just his recovery in general? Does he mean he may play again this season? I don't know. It's a real shame. He added something to that defense that I haven't seen for a long time. That power, that pace, that aggression. The fact that he could play left back, right back, centre back was just unbelievable. The quality that he had. All we can hope is that he comes back at a similar level to what he was. Yeah, Wasim, I'm with you. You know there'll be a documentary out for that. Anybody who gets injured, there seems to be a documentary on the way. But listen, hopefully he gets back soon. And will he play again this season? I don't know. But it's good to see that he's back in the gym and he's working. So, you know, it's September now. What we got? October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah, maybe you get him back March, April. I don't know. Drew said baller is an understatement. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think he was an absolute beast. But let's hope he comes back sooner rather than later. So good to see him back in training. If Timber is not injured, we'd probably see Zinni in midfield, said Nimbo. Possibly. It would have given us a lot of options. Ramsdale and ESR are the new swag crew. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. ESR hasn't kicked a ball all season in the Premier League. He came on in the Community Shield, and then hasn't played 1 minute of football in the Premier League. Big C, does the Champions League seem flat to you this year? Listen, Sports Genius, I'm with you on the... As I was just saying there, I don't think the Champions League is as strong. And you've got to remember, there's no Cristiano Ronaldo, there's no Messi, there's no Neymar, there's no Benzema. These are some of the biggest... You know, Messi and Ronaldo, it gets no bigger than them two. It gets absolutely no bigger than them two. So... It does seem a little bit flat. It does. But you know what I say about it? Number one, we haven't been in it since 2016. So it might be flat, but I'm more than happy to be in there. And number two, you know what? if it is a bit flat and it's not as good as it was before, let's go as far as we can in it. That's what I would say. All right, maybe it's not as exciting to other people as it was before. No Neymar, no Ronaldo, no Messi. But I tell you what, let's take advantage of it. Let's go and get to the final. Let's go and get to the, as far as we can. It's at Wembley. The final's at Wembley, in London. It's written in the stars. Arsenal against Manchester City, Champions League final at Wembley. Slap Pep round his bald head. Let's go for it. So, yeah, I agree with you. It's definitely flatter than normal. Definitely flatter, but I think a lot of the top players are not in it. It's definitely going to affect it. Obviously, a new format of Champions League kicks in next year as well. Christopher Leach has been on me in the comments, so I came back to find it. He said, big up Big C and the chat. Pep bench Grealish after spending 100 milli. Club record for City. Why is Havertz different? I think Pep's got a trophy cabinet full of trophies. So when the owner says, you've just spent 100 million on Jack Grealish, you're not benching him, he can say, go and look in the trophy cabinet and don't bother calling me, right? That's what Pep can say, because he's Pep Guardiola. He's the best manager in the world. We don't have a cabinet full of trophies under this manager. And he's an inexperienced manager. Also, Arsenal don't spend 60, 70, 80 million pounds as frequently as Man City do. So 65 million, Kai Havertz is our third most expensive player in the history of the football club. This is big, big money for Arsenal. So I think the expectation and the demand is a lot different. I understand your point. Pep can do it. Pep's got a whole lot of credit in the bank to just say, Grealish, sit down. That ain't what I expected. So Anthony said it 100% seems flat due to the superstars now playing out of Europe. It's also indicative of the fact that football on the whole isn't as blessed with the abundance of world-class talent as it was before. I've said a lot of the time, and I don't want to go off topic, I think modern-day players are overcoached. So I think individual brilliance is less active than it was 10, 20, 25 years ago. Is there another Neymar? Is there another Ronaldinho? Who's, I don't see that. I see a lot of system players now that are very good in systems. They work well in systems and they can only play certain roles. I don't see many free spirit players anymore. It's very different. Athletic players that are quick, that are powerful, that can fit a system, that understand tactics. You wouldn't see if you had a Ronaldinho nowadays, he'd probably get dropped. The coach would probably say, he doesn't follow instructions. He loses the ball too much. He's trying to nutmeg people. The game is a lot different. The game is a lot different. It's so structured now. I don't think you see those individual talents as much now, which is a shame because I think growing up, those were probably the best players, if I'm being totally honest. You never watched Ronaldinho or Zidane or Messi or Henry or R9 and thought, they coached. It just looked like natural, God-given talent that was just perfect, So I think we're in a different game now. It's totally different, which is why, to me, actually, I'm still a big fan of Mbappe because I still think he kind of plays his own game. But he needs to get out of PSG. Havertz is a free spirit. Well, he's a free spirit. He's been a ghost, that's for sure, for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So, yeah, definitely he's a spirit of some sort. But let's hope he can perform tonight, man, and do something. We've been waiting, that's for sure. Analytics as well. Yeah, you're right. Everything now is stats and expected goals and completed passes. Sometimes it's, brother, look at the player and just tell me if he's good or not. That's all you need to see. Vinicius as well, yeah, definitely still a bit of a free spirit in there. Real Madrid have scored. 93rd minute winner. It's Jude Bellingham. Who else could it be? Now, you want to talk about free spirit. That's probably one of the last ones. Jude Bellingham, 20 years of age. 93rd minute winner for Real Madrid. He is special, that boy, isn't he? Just think we backed out of a deal to sign him at 16. Edu didn't think he was worth the money. If I speak, I'm suspended at least 6 months. But hey, it is what it is. Let me get through these couple of super chats and then we'll get into your comments as well. For those just tuned in, by the way, David Raya in goal again. Kai Havertz comes back into the team ahead of Fabio Vieira. A bit of surprise with that one, but I'm not surprised, to be honest, because the money's putting pressure on him to play him. And Gabriel Jesus back in for Eddie Nketiah, which I am delighted about. No disrespect to Eddie, but I haven't waited 6 years to watch us in the Champions League with Norbit up front, Axel Foley, coming to America, Settings, Prince Hakeem, the King of Zamunda. So Gabriel Jesus it is. It's information and entertainment. If you're new, you'll understand pretty quickly, people. You've got an agenda against Eddie. He's been decent. He's been all right. Anyway, Arteta has a preference for the underdog style of player. Since he was never top class, he projects himself in players. What? Do you know what, Jorge? I have never, ever looked at it from that perspective. I don't know if that's unbelievably harsh or if there's an element of truth in it. I've said before, and I'm very open and honest about this because I didn't have a YouTube channel at the time. I didn't like Mikel Arteta as a player at Arsenal. Now, some people think that's, I've held that against him a bit as a manager. Listen, we sold Cesc Fabregas and bought Mikel Arteta as his replacement. That's like selling a Lamborghini and buying a Vauxhall Astra. The level kind of went down. They're both cars, they're both centre midfielders, but the level's not quite the same. But I've never really looked at it from that point of view. Because he wasn't an amazing player, he was an okay middle-of-the-road player, maybe he doesn't like these kind of big boy players with big attitudes. I don't know. That's an interesting point. The Jude Bellingham celebration is it's iconic. Look at him. 20 years of age, you're just standing up. You're the king of the Bernabeu, wearing Zidane's number. What's going on with Jude Bellingham, by the way, is special over there, let me tell you. I got nothing against a Vauxhall Astra, very reliable cars, but, when you've had a Lamborghini, a Ventador, it's not quite the same. Young Gunner said, as much as I'm excited to be back in the Champions League, if we aren't careful, we'll be back in the Europa League by Christmas. Remember the Mustafi days? Now, I think we're good, man. No Mustafis there anymore, so we should be all right. But big up Young Gunner. We try and forget about Mustafi and them, man, there. We don't even talk about them names. Slap Pep's head at Wembley and send them back up the M-way. Yep. I would love us to play Man City in the final. Well, I say that, actually. They might beat us and then I'm devastated. But, yeah, if we beat them, it would be the perfect way. Big up, A. Vegas Gunner. Curtis, glad we're back and at least we don't have to see Johan Juro in defence. And maybe the club is going to sell ESR to bankroll a new signing. I'm concerned about ESR. It seems like something's not quite right there, but it is what it is. Fitz, he's kicked off the door. Champions League night. He's licked down the door. He said, we spent 72 million on Pepe and unceremoniously dumped his arse. The Havertz thing simply makes no sense. Listen, I totally hear you on that. The treatment of Pepe and the energy was different. But Arteta's explanation for that, Fitz, he would say he never signed him. It's as simple as that. That's what he would say. It's not my signing. He even said it in the press conference. He never signed him. He's taking on another player. But I hear you, bro. I do hear you. Big up Brian. Brooklyn in the building. BK Settings. New York, New York. Where Brooklyn at? Big day C-Unit stuck at work and listening to you, brother. 3-1 Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. Big up Brian. You know what? I really hope we keep a clean sheet. I'm actually really annoyed that we keep conceding in home games. But big up to you, bro. Big up Alfred in the building. Not fair on Arteta, Henry, Michael Jordan. Some of the greats aren't good at picking talent or how to deal with talent. Yeah, and listen, Thierry is, for me, the best player that ever played in the Premier League. He was a horrible manager. Like, let's just get it right. Apparently, he was squaring up to players, trying to fight players. He's that talented. He probably can't deal with watching these players do things, that he could have done. So sometimes great players are not great managers. On the flip side, Zidane, Pep, sometimes great players are great managers as well. It's difficult to say. It's difficult to say. And then some of the greatest managers were not top players, your Mourinho's and these guys, Wenger, Ferguson. They played at decent levels, but not at the top for a long time. So big up Alfred. Yeah, and we read that one from Vegas Gunner saying about maybe ESR could be on his way. I really hope not. I like him, ESR. Bit of other news before we got 16 minutes until kickoff. Cannot wait for this game. Also, I'll keep you all updated if you're not watching it on Manchester United. They're away against Bayern Munich. That will be an interesting game, that is for sure. Could be a long night in Germany, that for Man United, that's for sure. So just looking at the team lineups in there, Kane, Gnabry and Leroy Sané front three. It could be a long night for Man United. Lindelof, an honour in goal. Dallo at right back. He's managed to find his way back after sliding out of the Galaxy. Reguilon, Martinez, Lindelof, Casemiro and Eriksen. Pellistri plays on the right. Rashford on the left. Bruno in the 10. Rasmus Højlund up front. Bayern Munich, Goretzka and Kimmich in midfield. Musiala in the 10. That front three, Kane, Gnabry and Sané. I don't think Man United are going to cope with that. I got to be honest. I think that's going to run rings around them. Fabrizio Romano. A lot of people call him a tapping merchant, but you know, Pippo Inzaghi was a tapping merchant. He had a good career. He's done an interview talking about Arsenal, and he says Arsenal have asked to. Arsenal are well informed on the conditions of Ivan Toney. Arsenal and Chelsea have asked Brentford for information regarding him. It's important to clarify Arsenal have not decided yet how they want to act in January in terms of strikers. A few of the other quotes that he said, he basically said Arsenal are interested in signing him and have spoken to Brentford about him, but they're not sure whether to go for him in January or the end of the season. He did also say, because of Chelsea's interest likely to be in January, Arsenal may have to go for him in January if they want him, because basically Chelsea are just going to throw the bag down. Chelsea need a striker. Nicholas Jackson's been horrible. So it may be a case for Arsenal of, if you want him, you've got to buy him in January, because if you don't buy him, Chelsea are going to sign him. So let's see on that one now. There have been a lot of stories today saying Arsenal may target Evan Ferguson in the summer. For me personally, you know, the power of now and all that, I would rather sign Ivan Toney in January than sign Evan Ferguson at the end of the season. I think Evan Ferguson is a good player. He's still a little bit unproven, and I still think that Brighton will absolutely, whoever buys him, they're going to absolutely rinse them. You know, they'll get close to 100 million for him. Where you can maybe get Ivan Toney for 60, 70 million. We were talking about it on yesterday's show. You could probably give them Eddie and Nketiah and maybe 50 million, 45 million for Ivan Toney. Maybe, anyway. I think Brentford would take Eddie and Nketiah as an England international. So, yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. People saying that he's 27, too old. That's the thing, innit? I mean, Arsenal, we haven't really signed anyone in that age bracket for a couple of years. But for me, it's not too old. I would say he's at the prime of his career, 27, 28 years of age. But just whether, you know, nowadays people think they can't sign somebody if you can't sell them in 3 or 4 years' time for decent money. 27 years of age is the pinnacle of your career. Yeah, we signed Trossard. That's a good point. But I suppose, you know, he cost a bit less. Jorginho as well, we signed at 31, but again, £12 million. I would have no problem. You're going to get 4 quality years out of him as a striker. I wouldn't say his game is massively built around speed either. He does have some pace, but he's not somebody that, you know, he's not a 95 pace on FIFA, let's put it that way. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. I personally really hope we sign him in January. Could be a game changer. Big up the family podcast. What's good, Big C? I had to get the kids into bed quick for this one. Yeah, I mean, Cruz is staying up late, so I've had to do it the other way around. Couldn't get him to bed early. He's just going to stay up late. I don't think Arsenal would go into a bidding war for Toney with Chelsea. The thing what you've got to do with Chelsea, this is the only way you can beat Chelsea. You need the player to be like, listen, I'm going to them. Yeah, I don't care how much money you bid. I'm signing for Arsenal. Stop wasting your time. Now, what I would say about Ivan Toney is 27. Does Ivan Toney have time to go to Chelsea? That manager, we don't know how long he's going to be there. They're not in the Champions League. They're not in Europe. Come to Arsenal. The manager's stable. The team's stable. he spoke about Arsenal in the interview. In reality, he should come to Arsenal over Chelsea. I mean, there's betting jokes going off in the comments. The problem we've got with Chelsea all the time is Chelsea will offer massive wages. I was reading the other day that Chelsea offered 80 grand a week more to Caicedo than what Liverpool offered. You know, it's very difficult to turn that down. And then they go to the club and the club say, we want 60 million. And Chelsea go, we'll give you 70. And then, so it's interesting. Money does talk. Money definitely talks. So I would hope, though, that he would want to come to us. But hey, it is what it is. 10 minutes until kickoff. Let's focus on the game. Very disappointing, actually, that TNT Sports decided to wait until after this Real Madrid game finished before giving any match preview on Arsenal. So the Arsenal game is only just coming on TNT Sports. Arsenal are on TNT 1 for anybody who's looking. Man United on TNT 2. So we're only getting 10 minutes of actual build-up on TNT, which is a joke. Neto versus Tony for January. Listen, if we got both, I would want both. If you're offering me one, I'm taking Ivan Toney, but I do like Neto as well because I think Toney can get in the Arsenal team. Neto wouldn't play ahead of Saka. He'd be a backup, be a squad player. But it is what it is. Paramount Plus in the UK. A lot of you throwing people looking for streams. Share them in the chat. Big up Jamrock Gunners TV. Hope you're well, bro. On Flow in Jamaica. Big up yourself. Big up Assassin. Would you rather win the Champions League or win the title at Old Trafford? Champions League, bro. I need the star over the badge. I've seen Arsenal win the league at Old Trafford. People ask this all the time. Would you rather Arsenal won the Champions League or the Premier League? It's the Champions League every single day of the week. We've never won it, so I want it. I want that star above the badge, people. Simple as that. Fabricator, 3 a.m. in Bali. Setting the alarm for a Champions League game feels crazy. Respect to all the fans who do this week after week. Let's get the damn bucket to London. Let's do this. We need that Champions League. Big up C-Law. 43 Shades of Mikel needs to show he can do it in Europe. That Villarreal embarrassment still stings, bro. I think I shouted at the screen most of that game. You're right, bro. And big up Jorge. He needs a team that scores for the over-under bet. Well, you know, Ivan Toney, eh? Less said about that, the better. But let's see what happens. FA Cup and Premier League or Champions League? Champions League, honestly. I'd take it over that double. I've seen Arsenal win that double. UCL. I need it. Need the star above the badge, man. Need to stop messing about. We need the star above the badge. Yesterday's likes are not today's likes. Like the ting, people. 3.5K locked in. Subscriber only mode. Subscribe, people. Like the video. We're looking over 3,000 likes. 8 minutes till kickoff. We are back in the UEFA Champions League. It is a special night for this football club. We've waited 6 years to be back in there. They've only just gone to the studio to do some pre-match build-up. Don't forget, I'll keep you up to date with Manchester United away at Bayern Munich as well. And big up the Twitch gang as well, locked in. Big up the whole C unit. We are back. We do need that UCL, definitely. But anyway, let's get talking about the team. 7 minutes until kickoff. For those of you just tuned in, people, David Raya keeps his place in goal. Aaron Ramsdale is on the bench again. His Arsenal career is definitely up in the air. He was linked with Chelsea and Bayern Munich yesterday. Aaron Ramsdale, you know, going to be very interesting what happens with him moving forward. But David Raya looks as if he is the number one right now, people. The back four, Ben White, Zinchenko, Saliba, Gabriel, it picks itself. I'm glad he's picked that back four. I feel safe with that back four, and that's what we need at the moment. The midfield headline, people, Kai Havertz is back in the team. A lot of you will say that's bad news. Fabio Vieira drops to the bench. But as I said earlier on, I'm the same as everyone else with Havertz. I'm not convinced, but this guy has got to turn up at some stage. He can't be that bad. There's got to be something there, and he needs to turn up. This is a less physical less energetic game than a Premier League game. It will be a difficult game, but he needs to perform. He needs to score. He needs to create a goal. He needs to get on the ball. He needs to do something. The players are in the tunnel. It is hammering down with rain tonight. Lovely weather to get them shots off, skid off the surface, bottom corner, Kai Havertz, bang, let's go. I want to be saying I've always rated him, not having a meltdown. And then the headline news up front, people, Gabriel Jesus starts. Oh my, here we go, here we go. Here we go, people. Jeez, take a picture of that. Soak it in. Look at that. That is a thing of beauty. If you are looking at that screen right now, that is just nothing but beauty right there, people. Look at that. No more Europa League nonsense. Look at this. I said it before. If we won the Champions League, I'd be on tour for 6 months. This is special. This is special, man. I might have to just sing the words. I don't even know the words, but I've sang it all them years. Jeez, the Champions League is back. 6 years of hurt, people. Oh, my days. Feels good to be home, man. No more of that nonsense. Thursday nights in Dundalk, in Bodo Glimt, against teams I don't even know their players. They sound like Wi-Fi passwords. We are in the Champions League. Oh, my, this is special. This is special. Wow. Do you know what? I was tempted to go today. I was tempted. There was tickets knocking about. But, you know, debut with the community. I will definitely go to a Champions League game this season. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Go on mute and listen to the anthem. I think they play it when they walk out, right? I'm singing it when they come out, so prepare it. If you're wearing headphones, understand what's about to happen when they walk out. I don't even know all the words, but you just got to sing it, ain't you? You just mumble it. Most rappers mumble nowadays. Anyway, big up Hakeem in the chat. Hope you're well, bro. We're back, man. We're back. No more Wi-Fi passwords. We're playing proper teams. Even though, actually, we played these Dons in the Europa League. Kai Havertz. Your time. Tickets to the car park. Tom, don't do that to me. Not now, please. I'm in a good mood. Where's the music, though? I can't hear the music. Oh, I think they do it when we're lined up. Oh, my. I never thought we'd get back here, people. Look at this. Even in the rain, it's special. The Champions League is back. No more Europa League. Saliba got the HD cuts trim. Gabriel Jesus has as well. Let's get them likes up, man. We're back where we belong. Shaking that Champions League thing in the middle. I'd love to get that job, actually. How do you get that? Oh, here we go! Mom, I made it, you're right. These are the champions. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like a national anthem. Here we go, final verse. It doesn't. It doesn't. We're all in DB. The champions. Yes! Come on! We are back, people! Woo! Champions League nights! Wednesday night settings. Tears in my eyes, people. Oh, yes, it feels good. No more of that Thursday nonsense. Yes! We are back! Damn, I feel like buying merch. Oh, dear. They better win this game or I'll be fuming. That is beautiful. I don't know all the words. You just mumble along, but what a song. Oh, it's beautiful. It's epic. It's like a Pavarotti special, innit? Champions League. Jesus, Trossard, Saka. Let's go through the teams. 2 minutes till kickoff. Oh, man. Beautiful. David Raya in goal. Ben White at right back. Zinchenko at left back. Saliba and Gabriel at centre back. Declan Rice continues in the 6 role. Havertz returns, attacking midfield with captain Martin Odegaard and Saka on the right. He needs a performance today. Trossard on the left gets his opportunity with Martinelli's injury. Gabriel Jesus leads the line up front. The atmosphere looks superb. sellout seats. On the bench, Ramsdale, Hine and Ketia, Tomiyasu, Kivior, Fabio Vieira, El Neni, Jorginho, Emil Smith-Rowe, Reece Nelson and Cedric. Fair play to Cedric and El Neni for getting on the bench for us in a Champions League game. PSV team, Benitez, Teze, Dest, Boscagli, Bella Kochup, Verman, Shooten, Saibare, Noah Lang, Bakayoko and De Jong. And their bench, no, they've got Lozano and Van Arnold on the bench. That's their two main guys. Curtis is a merchant. That's my way of saying well done, When they do well, we cop a little merch. But, it is what it is. People, we're back. We are back. It's a minute till kickoff. Give me your score predictions. They didn't play North London forever, did they? Unless they do it now. Oh, they're doing is it a minute's applause for? Is it silence or applause for Morocco? I believe the disaster. Is it silence or is it applause? I think it's silence. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna do the minute. Here we go, people. That was a quick minute. I think I missed about the first 30 seconds. Come on. Champions League is back. I'm going for Arsenal 2, PSV 0. I'm going for a clean sheet. It's got to happen eventually, man. The players are in. I don't think they are playing North. No North London forever, eh? Champions League, they don't want to play it. Maybe they, Yeah, we got to respect, man. That was terrible what happened over there. Even though I missed about the first 30 seconds of the minute silence, so my apologies. But listen, we are back. I can see all your predictions in the comments. I'll keep you updated with Bayern Munich, Man United as well. I'm going for a 2-0 win to Arsenal. I'm going to go Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz. It's got to happen eventually. Here we go. We're about to kick off. 6 long years. Gabriel Jesus kicks us off in the UEFA Champions League. Oh, no. It's a false start, people. Kai Havertz ran forward before he kicked the ball. Here we go again. Champions League is underway, people. Arsenal against PSV. I'm going for a 2-0 win to the Gunners. Let's see how PSV do. They're top of the league. They finished second last year in the Dutch league behind Feyenoord. Here's Kai Havertz. Finds Trossard early on. What is he doing there? Why does he not just pass that? Ball's bouncing around like a pinball. And he's going to... We actually had half a chance there to create something if he just slipped that down the line to Havertz. We're underway, people. Champions League football is back. Going to be interested to see this Noah Lang and Bakayoko, the two wingers, apparently very dangerous for PSV. So here come PSV on the attack after 40 seconds. Don't do nothing stupid. Shot at the near post. David Raya collects it. I'm not happy with that. That was too easy. Noah Lang there. Ben White, you see, what often happens, what people don't realise is how much a defender will go to block a shot and get nutmeg with the shot, because naturally they stick their leg out. And Lang shoots there. Brentford to Champions League, got a big up Raya. Yeah, man. Championship last 2 years ago. Now he's in the Champions League at Arsenal. Fair play. Let's hope he does well. Tammy said, I hope Harry Kane scores tonight. Yeah, Harry Kane hat-trick. I think we're all shameless Arsenal fans now, aren't we? I was running around for 7-8 years going, nah, Harry Kane, mate, he's overrated, never turns up in the biggest games, blah, blah, blah. He's a boyhood gooner. Leaves Tottenham, goes to Bayern Munich. I'm like, yeah, he's world class, mate. I've always rated the lad. It is what it is. The game is the game, people. Arsenal on the ball. Ben White finds Martin Odegaard. Can we create an early chance? Test this goalkeeper out and let him know what time it is. Here we are. First chance, Ben White. Test them. Ask questions of them. Odegaard looks for Saka. Oh, I think that's a goal kick as well. He kicks it off Saka there. It's a goal kick. Saka saying that it should be a corner. Good play by Odegaard. That's why, and he was onside as well. I actually love that little pass that Odegaard tries to play between the left back and the centre back. I mean, I think Arsenal still have the ball. Gabriel Jesus gets tackled and it's a throw into PSV in the corner. PSV are not going to be easy. You can tell already. You can already just see that they've got something about them. It's not going to be easy, this. But we need to find a way of scoring. And just checking, how many likes did we get pre-kickoff, people? How many likes are we on? We got over 1,000. So we're on our way, people. We're on our way. We're on our way. We're going to Wembley. We're on our way. Remember they used to sing that for Baku. We don't sing it for Baku, though. We all know how Baku went. Yeah, that little slide pass, man. Make the run. Odegaard can pick that ball out. Good tackle there, Declan Rice. He's come a long way, hasn't he, Deckers? He was in a relegation battle last year at West Ham. And, you know, you're in the Champions League now, 105 million at Arsenal. Listen, I said it, Highbury's local badger. I said it on the reaction when we got the Champions League draw. People were messaging me going, oh, that's a Europa League group. That's easy. I said, bro, this ain't no easy group. These teams have got pedigree, especially PSV and Seville. They've been in the Champions League these years while we've been out of it. So this ain't going to be no easy game. And we need to win because the away game is obviously going to be more difficult, you would imagine. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Lovely touch. He comes so deep to get the ball. That's the only thing about Jesus. Sometimes you want him to play in the penalty area. Given away there by Saliba. He was looking for Jesus here. Oh, it's going to be interesting. A lot of people were messaging in the preview yesterday saying this kid Bakayoko will cause problems against Zinchenko. And the ball was overhit to him there, fortunately. So it'll be interesting to see how good he is. Wow, Zinchenko, that is a crazy ball. Saliba, you're letting it bounce. That's not a great ball. Started a little slow here. Ben White under pressure. Saliba, sometimes you just got to get rid of it. I am going to go to one Champions League game at least. Here's Bakayoko. Here's a chance for PSV and De Jong puts it wide. Half chance there. Edge of the box on the volley. Miss hits it wide. Sloppy start for Arsenal. Saliba let the ball bounce twice there. He should have dealt with it. And then his pass to Ben White was a little bit short. We're a bit nervous. That's what I'm saying. The Champions League requires calm nerves and understanding of what you're playing in. You know, it's not just about quality. It requires different skill set to do well in it. And we need to make sure we manage this game properly. They need to wake up. If you lose this game or you don't... Look, they're on the attack again here. Get on the ball. Good tackle, Declan Rice. Saka doesn't get it. And we win the ball back with Ben White. Kelly said, Ramsdale must be fuming. Here come Arsenal. Good ball by Odegaard. Jesus looks offside. Saka, they're getting each other's way. Talk to each other. He's saying, I can't hear you. Saka should be screaming at him there. I mean, Jesus is maybe just offside. Saka should be screaming. Saka's in good space there. Saka does well, puts him under pressure, but they get it back to the keeper. Yeah, PSV look confident, you know. We shouldn't be nervous. We played against this team twice last year. I know they've got a few different players, but Arsenal players will feel under pressure. I did get your email, bro. I'm going to email you back. I am. I read it today. My apologies for the slow reply. Trossard wins a throw-in on the halfway line. Don't go to a match. Can't stand another snore fest. Oh, hopefully it's a decent game. But we have started a little bit slow. Shai is giving me Bambi vibes. I think Arteta just played Raya to warm him up for this game. Possibly he might have thought, listen, I want to play him in the Champions League, so I want to play him against Everton to get him used to it. Dorian said, please vlog the Champions League song for us when you go to a game. Yeah, if I go, I'll do a vlog. Here come Arsenal. Saka gets down the right-hand side. He's got two players on him. He's appealing for a penalty. And he doesn't get it. It didn't look like one. They're on the break here. PSV's offside. Now, they'll do a VAR check on that Saka one. He went He went on the floor a little bit easy. Party after party said you're playing with 10 men when Havertz is on the field. Static said, Curtis, if you see this, I would love to be your mod again. I'll sort that out, Static. I think I did message you. I will sort it out. No problem, bro. Odegaard gets the ball out wide to Zinni. Curtis Rambo might come on in the 75th minute. Well, he spoke about substituting goalkeepers, didn't he? I think he probably wants to do it before Pep does it. Just to say he did it first. Here's Saka. He's 1v1. The second player's come over. Odegaard's there. Odegaard 25 yards out. Odegaard shoots. Saved at the near post. Saka. Yeah! Bukayo Saka has scored for Arsenal after 7 minutes in the Champions League. Bukayo Saka. Starboy Saka. Arsenal take the lead. Yeah! Martin Odegaard with the shot at the near post. Saved by Benitez. And Saka scores with his right foot. Arsenal 1. PSV Eindhoven 0. Get in there! Starboy. It's only right, people. It's only right. Was he onside? He got it out wide to Saka. He's 1-on-1. Winger goes across. He lays it into Odegaard. He's miles onside. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Goal scorer for Arsenal, number 7, Bukayo Saka. It's only right, people. Player of the year 2 years in a row. Hasn't been at his best the last few weeks. But Starboy, announce yourself on the big stage, my friend. Let these guys know in Europe. This ain't just Premier League. Starboy Saka. That's what he's there for. Arsenal take the lead. Get in there. Lovely finish. See what happens when you shoot. Shoot from the edge of the penalty area, Odegaard. Man's doing the R9 flying celebration as well. I love to see it, people. Come on. Here's Bakayoko, though, for PSV. Shoot. Saved by Raya. Well done, Dave. All right, Dave. Come on. Let's go. Little chilly with the goal. Starboy Saka. And it's Arsenal. Arsenal FC, we're by far the greatest team the world has ever seen. Come on. I want a few goals tonight, man. Let's get ourselves going for the North London derby. Here's Zinchenko, left-hand side. Carries it over the halfway line. Can we get Havertz on the ball and Trossard and these guys on the ball? Make something happen. Saka, debut Champions League goal. For all of his quality, for all of his time at Arsenal, he's never played in the Champions League. We're cooking now. Here's Saka again. Right-hand side. You can see Havertz and Odegaard in that little pocket. He skipped him. 2 step-overs. Odegaard finds Ben White. We're cooking. Should be 2. Jesus misses a sitter. Doesn't make a good connection. Trossard dinks it back in. Saka again. Comes out to Zinchenko. Jesus should have scored. Here's Odegaard. Finds Declan Rice. How did he not score that, Gabriel Jesus? I don't know if he goes with the wrong foot. Should have scored. What a ball in by Ben White. Great ball over the top. Zinchenko Havertz. He hesitated. If you watch that ball from Zinchenko, Havertz hesitates and then runs for it after he could have got it. It's one there. Oh, he goes through to Benitez. Should be 2-0. Should be 2-0. Sevilla beating Lens 1-0 in the group. He should have scored. We'll get a replay when that goes out. What a miss. I said it. If you get Saka 1v1, he'll rip you apart. 2 step-overs. Went past him. What a ball from Ben White. I want to see the replay. They look shaky at the back now. Now we've got them under a bit of pressure. Saliba heads it in the air. Wow, I want to see the replay. We should be 2-0 up. Next time it goes out, I'm sure they'll show us. PSV on the counter-attack, though. This winger, Noah Lang, he looks sharp on the ball. Here come PSV. Good ball there. It's a little bit too easy. Bakayoko, right-hand side. Goes past Zinchenko. They're appealing for handball. It did appear to strike Zinchenko. That's too easy, Havertz. De Jong with the shot. It's blocked. Wow, there's a few things to happen here. There's a VAR check for a penalty for PSV. Come on. I don't think you can give that. But you never know nowadays. The arm's a little bit out. They give it sometime. They're doing a VAR check. It looks like they haven't given it. Ref said no. So no penalty. I want to see that Gabriel Jesus chance. They haven't showed a replay of it because they were looking at the pen. A lot going off in the game now, people. 12 minutes gone. Arsenal 1, PSV 0. We haven't actually started the game that well. That is way too easy, man. De Jong on the half turn. Declan Rice in that 6 role by himself is, I think when we play better opposition, you'll struggle to do that. Because if they've got 2 midfielders getting forward, he can get overrun. There's Noah Lang. He looks good on the ball. Big up Vivek said, good way you're celebrating. You've been starving for 7 years. Bro, 7 years in the Europa? 6 years, in fact. In fact, I think it's 5 because we didn't even get in Europe 1 year. Here come PSV again. Gabriel gets skipped. They look dangerous. We need to hit them on. We need to get the ball. Here's Noah Lang up against Ben White. He looks sharp. Gets into the area. Twists and turns. Good block, Ben White. We're getting pinned in here by PSV, you know. These lot are no mugs. Noah Lang again. Whips it in. Cleared. And we get away with it. Saka gets the ball. We're actually playing counter-attack. It's a great ball. Looking for Jesus. Oh, good header. Nearly got one-on-one there. A little bit more power and Jesus would have been in. Fraser said, it warms my heart to hear your son cheering in the background. Father-son bonds are strongest. Listen, man, he's there. He knows. Loving your stream, said SS. Come on, you Gunners. Come on. We're actually not playing that well at the moment. I can't lie, but PSV are having way too much possession of the ball. PSV do move the ball well, Greg. You're right. 14 minutes gone. Arsenal 1, PSV 0. Saka, who else with the goal? But we haven't actually started the game that well, but we probably should be 2-0 up. Jesus missed a great chance. We can't keep the ball. 1 or 2 passes and we lose it. Come on, Havertz, man. Silly free kick to give away. Just be stronger there. I think our midfield shape doesn't look great. Doesn't look great. Declan Rice in the 6 by himself. If you get runners from midfield, you know, you can get overrun in there. This Noah Lang looks decent, by the way. That's never a foul, ref. They need to show us the replay of that chance. Glad you convinced Cruz to stay a gunner. Yeah, when he was younger, he was... But yeah, he knew what time it was. Brett said they're getting at us too easily. En route said, I don't know if you clocked it. It's your first Champions League stream for Arsenal since you've started. We're finally here, people. We've had some tough nights. Thursday nights at 5:30 in the Europa League against teams with, you know, players that look like they're bricklayers and all of that stuff. It's mad. Free kick to Arsenal down by their own corner flag. Surely they're going to show us this missed chance. We are missing Thomas Partey, definitely. I think because there was a penalty appeal about 30 seconds after the missed chance, it's like they've forgotten about it. The coverage isn't great, is it, at the moment? They started 10 minutes before for the pre-match. Trossard nearly lost it there. Declan Rice keeps it well. We're struggling to get out of our own half on the ball. I don't understand it. They've got us pinned in. Look how many players for PSV are pressing us. Raya does well there on the ball. Look, even their fullback's coming. Oh, come on, Kai. He's got away with it. Get out of his way, Jesus. Trust him. He's got to do something decent. We got bodies forward here. 5 players in the attack. Saka. Odegaard. Here we go. Saka. Saka. Finds Trossard. He let it run across his body. Trossard, left-hand side. What you got? You 1v1. Take him on. Take him on. Took too long. Needs to move it. Retains possession. Zinchenko. Great ball to Trossard. Deliver. Left foot whips into the back post. Jesus. He goes out for a goal kick. It's poor. He was off balance. Goal kick to PSV. Assassin said Jesus is not it. We need Tony. I don't want to get on Jesus back. They're showing you the goal again. I wanted to see the missed chance. Odegaard went for the near post. I actually think the goalkeeper should catch that. Saka does well. He volleys it into the ground. Nice little celebration. Slide off on your knees. 1-0 to the Gunners. But we haven't actually started that well. Here's Noah Lang again. He's been a danger for them. Runs at Ben White. Crosses it in. David Raya does well. Come on. I don't actually like the way we're playing, because if we try and play this against better opposition, we'll get punished. PSV, I can't believe we've had more of the ball. They've had 5 shots on goal in 17 minutes. That is insane for a home game. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You've got to have more of the ball. Here's Saliba, carries the ball out to the halfway line. Got no one to pass to. And we're forced backwards. Raya hasn't fumbled the ball once since I've seen him, says Reams. He's quality, innit? Gabriel Jesus, inverted eyebrow. Was that Turkish? I'm not sure. Was he on the screen? I don't know. I'm not sure. Is he at the game? Gorav said, Big C, debut in the Champions League feels great. Here we go again. Can we get a second? Here's Saka. Finds Odegaard. That link up on the right-hand side. Odegaard cuts inside. Gets it out wide to Trossard. Great first touch. Cuts inside. Twists, turns. Lays it off. Odegaard with a shot. It's spilled. Oh, Odegaard didn't get enough power in the shot. Good play there by Trossard. Definitely better by him there. Look at the little pocket of space that Odegaard's in between. Oh, he actually fumbled the shot. I think we need to test this goalkeeper out. Keep shooting at him. If we can get a second or third, we should be all right. Big up Sonny with the super chat. Hey, Big C, finally caught one of your streams. Always working. Great to see you. Cheers from Tampa in America. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate you tuning in. Champions League Wednesday. No better time to lock in. Jeez, this Noah Lang is cooking Ben White. He's turning him into rice right now. Rice pudding. Here's Bakayoko. He's twisting and turning as well. He goes past Zinchenko like he's not even there. Great block by Gabriel. You weren't lying in the comments yesterday, people. Their 2 wingers are dangerous. Bakayoko went past Zinchenko with ease there, by the way. And that Noah Lang is twisting Ben White. Here's Gabriel Jesus. Skips past him. It could be a 2v1. Finds Saka. Right-hand side. Up against the defender. Cut inside, surely. Trossard's there. Here's Trossard. Yeah! Leandro Trossard! Hey! Hey! Come on! Get the binoculars out! Cool as you like! Champions League settings! Arsenal are back! I said it before. You've got to find a space for Trossard in this team. 2-0. What a finish. And Arsenal lead 2-0. Feels good to be back, people. Caught them on the break. Gabriel Jesus. It's a great run by Jesus. Finds Saka. Right-hand side. We knew he was going to cut inside onto that left foot. Great ball into Trossard. What a finish. Saka, 1 goal, 1 assist. What a finish. Just passes it into the far corner. Doesn't always require full power. What a finish. We are cooking. We're back in our rightful home. No more squatting in that Europa League, people. 2-0 to the Gunners. Bossard, Trossardinho, whatever you need to call him. That man is a baller. What a finish. Makes that finish look like it's nothing. He's finishing that like he's 6 yards out. He's 20 yards out, just slotting that into the bottom corner. Now we're 2-0 up. I can't lie. I said 2-0. I'm changing. I want 4 or 5-0 now. I'm looking for a statement victory. We're back in the Champions League. Let Madrid, let them all know we're back. Here's Zinchenko. Drives into midfield. All we need now is that Havertz goal. Odegaard's running the game. What a touch by Saka. Are you crazy? You dare leave yourself 1v1. You're finished. Ben White finds Odegaard. He's bossing the game. Finds Jesus. Looking for movement. Havertz! Oh! He puts it in the River Thames. It's hit a duck on the head. He's knocked out a duck. Unlucky, though. Unlucky. You're making the run. You'll get there eventually. Great football. Kai Havertz, get your head over it. Ah, no composure. He's got that 2-star weak foot, man. Kai, I'm backing you, man. Come on, Havertz. Eventually, something's got to go right for him. But yeah, there's a duck that's just been knocked out on the Thames. It's not looking good for him. I thought he was going to score. That's why I got hyped. Listen, I want 4 or 5-0. I want a statement victory right now. Saka, balling, Odegaard bossing the game. Trossard cooking. We're flying, people. We actually, the crazy thing about it, we didn't start the game particularly well. I thought we were giving them way too much time. But we'll get there. I'm looking for 4-5-0. I'm greedy now. Come on, Havertz. You need a goal. We believe in you. We're trying. We're trying to. That was it. He'll get another chance, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll get another. Here's Saka. Saka's enjoying himself. Odegaard is bossing the game. Trossard, get there. He's got there. We could be in it. Oh, Havertz was in. Delayed the pass. Trossard should have played that a little bit quicker. Havertz made a good run there, you know. Come on, Arsenal. We look like, the good thing though, we look like we can score every time we attack. But PSV look dangerous as well. But here's Declan Rice on the ball. Zinchenko, look at him in midfield. He gets caught though. Zinny loses the ball. They've got 5 players forward. Oh, he makes a crazy decision. Comes to Bakayoko. Lays it off. It's cleared. It's a bad clearance, Ben White. PSV keep the ball. Right hand side. They whipped it in. What a ball. David Raya. He's got glue on his hands, people. Sticks to his hands like glue's on there. Prick stick. Remember them? Used to use them in science. Oh, he's got glue on his hands, people. I'm telling you. Substitution will be good for him. We're trying to give him a chance. Trossard has 3 goals this season and all from Saka's assist. Crazy. He's a baller. The octopus. Here we go again. Gabriel Jesus. Saka one side. Odegaard the other. Havertz makes a run. Trossard's hanging out of the back post. Jesus. Oh, what a turn. Oh, saved by Benitez. What a turn by Gabby Jesus. He sent that defender for his dinner. Oh, what a turn. Could have been 3-0. Saved by the goalkeeper. 4,000 of you locked in subscriber only mode. It's scenes, people. It's epic scenes. 2-0 up after 24 minutes. We're cooking now. It's like Edu's barbecue in the summer. It's all going right at the moment. And we're not even at our best yet. I can't lie. But we're starting to play better. Every time we go forward, we look like we can score. Ben White finds Jesus, finds Odegaard. Havertz made the run there. I thought he was going to slip him in. Here's Trossard, left-hand side. We're going again. We're going again. Here's Trossard. Aye! Turns, twists, nutmegs. Jesus, it's Jesus. He sends him in. Oh, what a save! Oh, my days. Joga Bonito. This is straight from the favelas of Brazil. Gabriel Jesus. It goes out for... Look what... Oh, God, where are you going? Where's he? He's going to need to buy a ticket to get back in the ground. He went that far away. The step over from Gabby Jesus, man. He needs a goal. He's cooking right now. Jeez. Sauce everywhere, people. Last time we was in the Champions League, it was like plain chicken with no flavour. We got peri-peri sauce. We got everything right now. Corner to Arsenal. Saka whips it in. Keeper's in no man's land. Gabriel. What a miss. Oh, my days. I think it hit him on his hair transplant. I don't know what happened. How has he missed that? I don't think he expects it. Oh, he handballs it anyway. It wouldn't have counted. Goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, man, it's good. It's good. 25 minutes gone. I'm relaxed right now. Jesus with that Joga Bonito, man. Lons have equalised. PSV have the ball back. How Man United getting on, actually? I'm assuming it's still 0-0. There's been no score update. Yeah, Man U's 0-0. Arsenal are a team to beat. Listen, I was joking about Paul Merson. Maybe he was right. He said we're the best team in the Champions League after Man City, but people thought he'd been drinking, but maybe he was spot on. Now, it's too early. It is too early. I can't lie. We're going to play better teams than this, but it's lovely to see. What I love about this Arsenal team, and I've said it many times, is I love the way we attack. When we attack, we look like we're going to score. Oh, there's been a goal by Munich. Leroy Sané. I said there was no way that Man United are going to get away with Gnabry, Sané, and Harry Kane for 90 minutes. It's just not going to happen. Leroy Sané gives Bayern Munchen the lead. Bayern Munchen. Leroy Sané. Bayern take the lead. People are saying Onana, so I don't know if he's made a mistake. And here come PSV giving away. Arsenal on the break. Trossard on the left-hand side. He's enjoying himself. Brighton sold him for 25 mil. Havertz. Can we get something out of Havertz in this game? Please. Hit the crossbar. Play a ball that... Oh, people saying Onana's had a howler. What happened to them songs, man? Oh, nah. They ain't singing that no more, are they? Here's Trossard left-hand side. He's enjoying himself. I want to see that Leroy Sané goal. Let's see if I can see it. I want to see Onana's howler. Massive mistake. Let's in a weak shot. Oh, here we go. I just found a thing of it. Sané played a 1-2 with Kane. Oh, horrible. It's basically he dives just slightly to the left, goes through his arms. Don't worry, mate. We got David Raya. Old glue hands, the octopus. Don't worry about that. It's all right being good with your feet, Onana. Any chance of you saving a shot? Oh, my Jays said Havertz goal would hit like, yeah, well, I hear you. He said, Gabby Jesus trademark is sending man to the shops for a lilt. Man said lilt, you know. I ain't had a lilt in... Do they still make lilt? I haven't seen lilt in years. Maybe I just don't notice them anymore. Mooney said, at this rate, United would be better with Obama in goal than Onana. He's definitely a lot more commanding, that's for sure. Declan Rice gives it away there. Puts it out for a throw-in on the halfway line. Big up Mooney, man, with the super chat as well. Good with his feet, but can't use his hands. He's the new T-Rex out of Toy Story, I think. He's took over from Pickford. Man said, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, here come PSV. Got to be careful. Bakayoko drags it wide. Goal kick. Space Invader, let's send him to space. No. Oh, he might be more useful up there at the moment. I'm trying my best with Kai Havertz, but I'm struggling. But it is what it is. George, big up on the super chat. Big C, I've got a £25 bet on Arsenal winning 3-0 and Man United getting thrashed 5-1. Give us your blessing. 10% is yours. Hey, blessings all the way. I'll be happy if them two results happened. If it happens, then I'm sure you'll be celebrating. David Raya kicks it long. 30 minutes gone in this game. Arsenal 2, PSV 0. Lovely situation. Apparently, Lilt does still exist. But it's changed slightly. Big up penalty spot in here. Anyone notice how well Raya positions himself to receive the ball? I think he's a level above Ramsdale. Listen, he's definitely good. He's definitely good. It'll be interesting when he gets tested more. But we'll see. Get to 4-0. Take Saka and Jesus off for the Spuds game. I hear you. Hopefully we can put them out of sight and then we can rest people because there is obviously a big game on Sunday. But let's just focus on this. People saying David De Gea has just tweeted. How has David De Gea not got a club yet, by the way? Noah Lang in the area. Oh, Raya collects it. What did he tweet? I want to know what he tweeted. I can't see a tweet of his unless he hasn't updated yet. I don't know. This Noah Lang, by the way, he's, you know, I know we're winning 2-0, but he is decent. He is causing problems. No wonder we were linked with him. Here's David Raya on the ball. Calm. Come on, Havertz, man. Do something, please. Just foul him. I'll take it at this point. Just 2-foot him. Just get sent off. Do something that, you know, makes us notice you a little bit. Shama said Raya looks solid. Ramsdale, yeah, I think it is important. Let's not just dismiss Ramsdale because you never know with this manager. He might just throw Ramsdale in against Tottenham on the weekend and, you know, we're going to need him. So we're not turning our back on him, but we just want the best to happen. And there's another goal in Germany. And you won't be surprised who scored. Bayern Munich. Bayern Munchen! Who scored the goal, people? Serge Gnabry, apparently. Former Arsenal player, of course. It's going to be a long night for Man United. We said it, man. They're not good enough to deal with that front three. Lissandro, who for me, I've always said, I think United fans overrate him. And Lindelof's playing, so... You know, Kane will get a goal as well before that night's finished. So 2-0 to Bayern, 2-0 to Arsenal. It's going well so far, people. We'd like a few more goals, though. I want 5-0 to Arsenal, and I'll take 5-0 to Bayern Munich as well. But we're enjoying ourselves. It's a beautiful first night in the Champions League. Serge Gnabry has made it 2-0 to Bayern Munich after Leroy Sané's first goal. Man said, oh, nah, that's a shame. Oh, nah. Little remix there. I thought that worked, to be honest. But anyway, Serge Gnabry, our boy, he loves the Arsenal as well, man. He loves Arsenal. Always talks about him. Man U's only defender on the bench is Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans, you know. 2023, they've signed back Johnny Evans. It's wild. It's a beautiful day. You know, when you put that, the song came back into my head. Remember when Match of the Day went for a couple years and it was called... Was it called Beautiful Day, or was that just the song? I think it was just the song on it, but that was shocking. It had to be Match of the Day. Throw into PSV near the halfway line, 12 minutes till half-time. Lightning said we need a third before half-time. I remember Goldbridge saying before the Champions League he wants Bayern, now we'll regret it, says Werlang. Anana is terrible, says Al. Poor Saeed's gone to Munich, he might as well have stayed there. United are shameless. It's starting to feel like Ten Hag. He's at the beginning of the end. You know, he's having a really tough time, to be honest. But anyway, let's concentrate on ourselves. Still 2-0 to Arsenal. We're not getting on the ball much. I've got to be honest, PSV have done all right. Kai looks genuinely terrified off the ball, just backs off. He's just not very... I've said it before, he's very passive. It's almost like he's waiting, like, oh, will someone give me the ball so that I can do something? It's like, brother, go and look for the ball. Make something happen. You know what I mean? We can't just wait for you to get the ball past you. Sometimes you got to get in a position so they give it to you. Red Stepper said, bless Big C. I remember when I was standing at the counter of you getting our Champions League badges. Oh, yeah. That badge made the shirt extra... Hey, had to be done, man. Had to be done. Bruv, look where David Raya ran out of the goal then. Hey, Deckers, bro. Declan Rice puts the ball out for the throw. He's looking at the pitch. We call it the carpet, bro. There ain't no bobbles on that pitch. So this ain't West Ham. Don't look at the floor. That was a bad pass. 4.4K in the chat, watching the Champions League. Beautiful scenes. Let's get 3K likes. Subscribe if you haven't already. Get yourself in here. Havertz is like Ozil minus the Ozil skills. It's true. I used to watch Ozil sometimes and think, not in the game that much. But then, you know what? He'd play a pass that split your whole defence open. And you go, you know what? I'll accept your passive nature for that quality on the ball. But unfortunately with Havertz, you don't get that. It's a corner to PSV. Let's not concede. Ball's whipped in, flicked away by Saliba. Goes out for a corner on the other side. Kai have the turds, says Smooth One J. Oh, dear. It's not even as good as a turd at the moment, to be honest. You can't ignore them, can you? But we're not even noticing Havertz at the moment. So, anyway, the less said about that, the better. Flying Dutchman, big up the super chat. The only highlights I've seen of Onana in the last 2 or 3 years have been howlers. Thanks to Man United. Thank you to Man United for bringing that to the Premier League. Another corner to PSV. Whipped in, away swing. Oh, it's header. Oh, just over. Well, just over the guy's head. It goes wide. Will he sub the keeper? Maybe he will. Violation. Listen, it's true though, isn't it? You can't ignore them. But anyway, let's not speak about that. Onana has faced 12 shots on target and 9 of them have gone in. Listen, it's great, isn't it? Running around with the ball at your feet. Oh, he's so good on the ball. The brother can't save anything. He's the new T-Rex in Toy Story. It's wild. What I will say about Arsenal in this game, don't relax. Don't relax. You're 2-0 up. We look like we can score every time we go forward, but listen, Gabriel Jesus enjoying himself. He is. He's chesting the ball down from a goal kick. I'm just popping it out wide. Oh, Jesus. That's what... Do you know the thing I've realised? Oh, there's a little break here. Trossard, left-hand side. He's twisting and turning. This fullback's having a nightmare against him. Here's Jesus. Score! Gabriel Jesus! If you need to call him, pick up the phone. What a player! Yeah, boy! That's our striker right there. I just said he was cooking. Get in there! Goal scorer for Arsenal, number 9, Gabriel Jesus! What a goal! What a player! He's sourcing. Look at the ball from Gabriel Magalhaes. What a run by Trossard. We are so good going forward. Is he going to cross it early? He waits, Look at Trossard. What a ball. Gabriel Jesus. Bang! Oh my days. Damn, we're good. Jogger Benito. What a finish. Look at the first touch. Look at the backspin. Bang! Wow. What a goal. Look at the first touch. No, the first touch is giving me a headache. The first... Are you seeing the backspin with the bottom of the boot? I get caught up on little things like that. Oh, my days, Gabriel. Look at him! Baller! Made in Brazil. Bad boy player. Oh, we're in again. Oh, wow. I got a tweet. The first touch from Gabby. The backspin. Honestly, that backspin is crazy. Trossard assist, by the way. We're mad. We're looking mad. Maybe Paul Merson was right. Maybe Merson was right. We are cooking. Oh, my days. 3-0. 3-0 to the Arsenal people. I almost blew your eardrums. It's worth it. It's worth it. It is worth it. I'm going to raid the armory. Nah, I'm not. I'm not. They ain't got much great in at the moment. DV, oh my day. I used to pray for times like this, to ram like this, so I had to grind like that. Go on! Oh, no! Kai Havertz put a good tackle in, but the refs give a free kick. Honestly, the first touch. Wow. Some people just look at that and think, that's a normal first touch. What's wrong with it? The backspin with the bottom of the foot. Forget about it. The technique. Look at these PSV fans. You might as well get yourself home. It's a waste of time. It's raining. There's no point. Peely Wally saying, he's giving Arteta big props. R9 regen. Hey, let's not do anything stupid. Here is Luke de Jong up against Saliba. I want a clean sheet. I don't want us to concede a goal. Here's Bakayoko up against Zinni. Trossard's doubled up with him. That's what we want to see. Oh, he's got glue on his hands. Big Dave. Big David Raya. Here's Havertz. Oh, my God, what are you doing? Got away with it there. Jeez. Zinni gets away with that. Don't overplay. That's it. Just smash it sometime. That's a foul, man. He's pushed him off the pitch. Give us the free kick. Look at Gabby, little high five with the manager. Oh, I tell you, I can't wait. Come on, Havertz. Go on. Show some aggression. Well done, Zinni. Come on, let's get another one. We're going. I want another goal before half-time. Odegaard. Oh, just over hits the ball for Saka. We're so good going forward. We look like we can score every time we attack. We've got Big Dave in goal. We've got Jogger Benito up front. Jesus. 5-star skill moves tonight. Odegaard's passing range is outrageous. Saka's star boying. Trossard's bossing. It's wild. Havertz, we're waiting for you, bro. We're waiting. Come and join the party. It's like you don't want to come in. But we'll get there eventually. We're all over. I want 5-6-0. Honestly, I want 5-6-0 tonight. I want the whole of Europe to sit up and go, yo, Arsenal won 5-0 in the first. I want that kind of level. It's 3-0 in the first half. Smash these lot all over the place. Penalty spot said Havertz missed the bus. He needs to do something. Bro, when I say this Noah Lang, is dealing with Ben White. Look what he's spun him. He's put him on his knees. He's grabbed his ankle. I think, I'm not lying, I think Ben White's got to come off. I think you've got to put Thingy on. I think you've got to put Tomiyasu at right back. He is getting cooked. I said we're on fire, we're barbecuing, but Ben White's getting cooked by this Noah Lang. He's balling. But I'm loving this. I'm loving this. 3-0 to Arsenal. Man United losing 2-0 at Bayern Munich. Here come PSV though. Noah Lang again. Goes past 2. Ooh, we got away with it there. Managed to clear it. Every time we go forward, we look like we're going to score. But we are still letting PSV have a lot of the ball. But maybe that's the plan. Oh, my Jay said Havertz looking like the player. Here's a chance. Good tackle by Gabriel. Havertz looking like the player who got picked last but was friends with all the ballers, so ends up on a lit team. You know, where no one wants to pick him, and in the end it's like, oh, okay, I'll just take him then. I'll just have him. Oh, that one was Dest apparently, not Noah Lang that time. But yeah, he is looking like he's looking like the last pick at the moment. That's the best way to describe it. Tommy second half at right back, I think. Nice pass from Big Gabby, made the ball. Great ball over the top, Azrael, you're right. Sonny said, I almost cried. It's been a long time for us. It's good times, man. You enjoy it. Soak it in, people. Theo Walcott said, I love Eddie, but this is the difference in class. Said it before. Eddie, Gabriel Jesus. There's levels to this thing, people. Saka, how is that not a foul, man? The brother... This Dest brother's been getting ripped apart, by the way. But how is that not a free kick? 2 minutes till half time. White being exposed tonight. He's struggling. Take him off. What you don't want is him to get sent off and get suspended and then go down to 10 men. Because in the Champions League, they hand out yellow cards much easier. So get him off. Put Tomiyasu at right back. Here come PSV. Minute till half time. Let's not concede. Ball whipped into the area. David Raya collects it. Everything has stuck to his hands. Hopefully no Cedric at right back. That would be a bit much. Perfect game to give ESR a run at. I hope so. He deserves a chance. Definitely deserves a chance. Here's Gabriel. Finds Zinchenko. Great ball out to Saliba. A whole front line scoring in the first half. Yeah, do you know, I didn't even realise that. The whole front three have scored. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing, that is. We're still playing at 60%. I honestly agree with you. I don't think we're at the top of our game yet. And that's what's exciting for us. Assassin said, Curtis, see you at Wembley. I'll see you at Wembley, people, in May. I hope so, anyway. I really hope so. Ball over the top. 2 minutes added on. Kai Bratworth said the Arsenal diplomat. Ah, dear. Something's going to happen for him at some stage, surely. It's got to go right. Big up the Arsenal diplomat with a super chat. All the front three doing their jobs. Ben White looks half asleep, says Joseph. Minute and a half till half time. Can we create another chance before half time? PSV have the ball. Well done. Deckers wins the ball. Goes out for a throw. Book the tickets. Big up I Am King. Just joining. Big up everyone. I'm loving this score. We're doing what was necessary, man. We're doing what was necessary. Gabriel Jesus has been superb. Here's Saka. This could be a chance. Oh, he tried to back heel it there. Zinni finds Deckers. Deckers back to Zinni. Zinni, great ball. Oh, it's quality. Can we get one more? Minute till half time. Here's Ben White. You can see the ball. Saka, hold your line. Ben White is going on a mazy run. Still Ben White. It's still Ben White. No, don't foul him and get sent off. Oh, he's given handball against him. You've got to take Ben White off, you know. Oh, here's a chance. Bakayoko's in behind Zinchenko. Gabriel comes across. The 2v1. He goes past one. Good tackle, Gabriel Magalhaes. Big Gabby handles him. Here's Kai Havertz. Jesus is there, bro. Where you going? Could have played a through ball to him. Oh, half-time. Trossard drops a little skill. Half-time whistle goes. He's blown his whistle 10 seconds before the end of the first half. And there we go. Half-time whistle goes. Arsenal 3, PSV Eindhoven 0. Listen, it's a case now of what is this game going to finish. It's if we want, we can win this 5 or 6-0. Or maybe we step off the gas. Six years wait. What a first half. Be careful with Ben White on a yellow card. And there we go, people. All right, half-time whistle goes. Cole said Trossard man of the match already. He's been unreal. He's balling, man. Havertz just walks into space, shows some energy. Maybe he's knackered. Kai knackered. Absolutely brilliant first half. 100% wow. Buzzing. Let's go. By the way, people, for you just tuning in, Man United are losing. Is it still 2? Man United are 2-0 down at half-time to Bayern Munich. Goals by Sané and Gnabry. Harry Kane got an assist as well. Anana with a stinker, one straight through his hands. Love hearing the anthem again, means so much. It's beautiful, innit? Odegaard is the king of Arsenal, says Andreas. I said last week that I think Odegaard is becoming one of our best players. He's right. He's as important as anybody in the team because all the creativity goes through Martin Odegaard. He's fantastic. Somebody said, what do you think of Havertz? Listen, it's one of them again, innit? Like, he hasn't been... He just doesn't do enough. You know, I don't want to get on his case because it's not like he's been terrible. He hasn't done much wrong, but he hasn't done anything that makes you think, okay, you know, he just doesn't do enough. He's got to get in the game more. He's got to prove himself at the end of the day. When people are questioning your profession, you've got to do something to prove, nah, listen. Because I honestly believe that Arsenal fans want Havertz to prove us all wrong. They want to turn around to Chelsea and say, yo, look at that brother who for 3 years looked bang average and look at the way he's balling for us. It's just, does he fit our style? The thing that I love so much about Arsenal when they attack is the intensity and the speed of it. It looks like, you know, it's quick goal, you know. And Havertz doesn't really play like that. And that's not his fault. That's his style. So I just wonder, you know, I keep saying, what was his plan with him? Where did you think he was going to fit in the team? What did you think he was going to do? Listen, hopefully he scores in the second half. I think ESR deserves as many chances as Havertz. 100,000,000% he does. Smith Rowe definitely deserves a chance. He's scoring the next goal, mark my word, says Jake. I hope you're right. Havertz not good enough. We're playing 10 against 11, says Don. Snarky said, I'm liking Raya. He needs to be tested. Yeah, I agree. Let's not get carried away. If Odegaard continues to play like this, he will surpass Ozil's time at Arsenal. Definitely. Big C, is Ramsdale gone in January? I wouldn't think anything would happen till the end of the season. But the problem is, if he continues to sit on the bench, he knows the Euros are at the end of the season. He's trying to put pressure on Pickford. If he's sitting on our bench, he's got no chance. So hopefully he'll get enough game time. Make sure you smash the likes. Let's get 3,000 likes tonight, people. Let's get at least 2.5, maybe 2K likes by the end of half time. Champions League business. And we're enjoying ourselves, man. 3-0. I'm chilling. I'm not nervous at all. I'm relaxed. It's light work so far. Somebody said earlier, was that Turkish at the Emirates? He's on the Watchalong, so it wasn't him. For those asking. Oh, just seeing the Anana mistake. Terrible. Should save that every single day of the week. Big C, ITK, ESR and Arteta had a fallout. ESR going to push for a move in January. I hope not. I hope not. Sky Havertz was that shot. I was waffling. Big up, Jake. We really bullied this team. Listen, PSV, I think actually have played all right. That's the crazy thing about it. I mean, I'm looking at the stats, and they look dangerous on the ball. I've been very impressed with that Noah Lang. I mean, they've had 44% possession, 2 shots on target, 3 shots off target, 3 shots blocked. They've had 2 corners. They've looked all right going forward, but we're devastating in attack. You know, Odegaard has the shot, saved by the keeper. Saka finishes the rebound. All players are told, follow up shots, people. For any attacking player, somebody shoots, follow it up. Keepers spill them out. The second goal is brilliant. You know, Saka rolls it to Trossard. What a finish. Passes it in like he's in his back garden. And then Jesus' finish is just outrageous for me. They're showing you the goals here. What I love about that goal from Saka, as he passes the ball to Odegaard, he makes a run. Anyone who's watching this replay now, watch Saka. He cuts inside, gives it to Odegaard, gets off, runs between their defence. Rebound comes to him and he gets the goal. So he earns the goal. If he plays that and stands there, he doesn't get the ball. He follows it up, hits the target, and he scores. Brilliant finish in the rain. You know, second one, Trossard. Jesus wins it. Gets the ball out wide, and you know, it goes from there. What a finish it is by Trossard. Absolutely brilliant finish. Odegaard could have slipped. Jason said, not going to lie, I feel Havertz doesn't suit our style. He's too slow and too laid back. Kamal said, Bossard is he's a pure finisher. Trossard and Martinelli are so different. For a long time, I've actually wanted Trossard in that Havertz role with Martinelli on the outside of him. But he's playing brilliant today on the left wing. Jesus is our best player when fit, no question, says White Glove. Listen, what I will say about that is I like the fact that we even have to debate it. That's what I like, because for years gone by, it was like, yeah, Van Persie, mate, he's better than everyone else. Yeah, Aubameyang is our best player. Alexis Sanchez, miles better. Do you know what I mean? Now we're having arguments. People are saying Saliba. People are saying Martinelli, people are saying Saka, people are saying Odegaard, people are saying Trossard, people are saying Jesus. It's a great problem to have, and that's the positive about it. Big up Usman, he said, if ESR doesn't get minutes today, surely he leaves. I mean, I wouldn't say it's down purely to today. He'll play against Brentford in the Carabao Cup next week, but I'd like to see him get some game time. He deserves it, man. Especially if we can go 4 or 5-0 up. I'd take a few of them off. TMB said, I accept Odegaard as my Capitano. So do I now. So do I. El Capitano, man. He leads by example. Give me the ball, I'll make something happen. That's what he does. Canadian Gooner. Raya gives me more confidence than Rambo. He's Spider-Man. He does. Like I said, I want to see him tested in a bigger way. But he brings an air of calmness about him, where Ramsdale's a bit more hype, I would say. Jose said Havertz without the ball does a lot. Listen, mate, that one, for me, I might be very harsh here, but that one doesn't do enough for me. That doesn't wash. It's like soaking your dirty dishes in the water for an hour. You know, a lot of the dirt might come off them, but they're not clean. That one doesn't wash with me. Did anyone used to say that when there was a kid? You know, you're in the house, your mum comes back, you've got a whole bowl full of dishes. You say, oh, I'm just soaking them. But really, you've just dumped them in some water and you don't really want to clean them. It's one of them. Havertz does a lot without the ball. That one ain't enough for me. We paid 65 million for a space invader. I need a guy that gets on the ball and makes something happen. That's what I want. Right now, I'd rather have that Noah Lang brother who's playing right wing for them. Or left wing for them. Young Gunner said there is definitely a difference in tempo between the Champions League and the Prem. Lots more space. Let's see it against Topspur. Jesus and Odegaard are magical. Definitely. Champions League is slower, less physical. Refs are more likely to give free kicks. I think it will suit the likes of Odegaard and suit the likes of Jesus because they may not have the same respect level in Europe. So they may get more time and space. Simon said, see what we look like when teams don't sit in a low block against us. This game and this weekend was always going to suit us. Our wingers have space. I think ultimately, I remember Klopp used to say Liverpool were at their best when teams tried to attack them. I think the same thing applies to Arsenal. Low blocks we find difficult. When teams are brave enough to have a go, we pick them off usually. Noonan said, would you increase the capacity? Man can't get a tea. I think they need to, but can they do it? I'm not sure. And Bleck said, it's the music, Big C. The music smells great. Damn, it smells like victory. That is for sure. Kamal said, Trossard self-guaranteed his spot in this team. OGD said, Big C, Gabriel is so underrated. His long ball is elite. That ball was brilliant over the top. Shelby said, I'm sorry, but no matter how many things you tell me about Havertz, he is useless. This fan base has the lowest standards in the world. Listen, we're trying to just see if something can happen, bro. Like, I'm with all of you. You know me. I've said more than enough about Havertz since we've signed him. I wouldn't have signed him. And I don't even think the position that we're playing him is his best position. What can we do? The brother's on a 5-year deal, 220 grand a week. We can't sell him. The window's closed. We're stuck right now. You got to try and get something out of him. But I'm with you, people. I'm with you. We can support him, but there is going to get a point where he might have to just put him on the bench and leave him there. You can't keep forcing him, you know? But tonight, 3-0, this might actually be a good game to just leave him on the pitch and see if something happens. Because I tell you something, I'll tell you this for nothing. I would not start him on Sunday. You can't start him on Sunday in midfield against Maddison and Basuma and them, man, there. You can't do that. So give him 90 minutes tonight, you know, and see if he can get a goal. I'm with you, people. Listen, I'm in the same position as all of you. Put him on the bench. He's not good enough. He doesn't suit our style. Give him time off the bench. Rotate him in the cups. That's where I'm at with him. But the reality is very different to that opinion. You've got a manager that likes him. You've got a manager that spent 65 million on him, that's under pressure to play him, and he's trying to get something out of him. So what our opinion is and what his opinion is probably very different. So I'm not defending him. I'm saying it's that's the reality of the situation we're in. Assassin said, Curtis, quickfire, bro. It's your friend's wedding on the same day as Arsenal are playing in the Champions League final. Which one will you go to? I mean, my friend can always send me the wedding photos on WhatsApp. It's as simple as that, really, isn't it? Send me the photos on WhatsApp. Maybe I could FaceTime him. It's one of them, innit, people? There's enough apps on the phone now. I'm sure I can, you know, watch it on my phone. But, you know, I would be in Wembley 2024. We will be there, people. We will be there. Anyway, Broad said, bro, I fell asleep that whole first half. Only woke up when I heard you on the stream. I tried to stay up. I told you, this guy's Patrick Truman out of EastEnders. He's falling asleep at 8 o'clock at night, man. Big up Broads, man. Old man Broads, you know. Fleabeard said, if Rambo picks up some of Raya's goalkeeping technique in training, it will improve him, no doubt. He's already a fantastic keeper. I hope this ain't the beginning of the end. Yeah, you got to remember that Havertz, that Raya is older than Ramsdale, so he can still learn from him as well. Ramsdale needs to use David Raya as motivation, not as, oh, get me out of here, I've got competition. Take it as, I'm going to get better, I'm going to improve, I'm going to fight for my place. That's what we need to be seeing. Make sure you smash the likes. Let me do a like check, people. Let's do this. We're looking 3,000 likes by the end of the stream. So let's see what we're at right now. There's 4.5K locked in. Big up to all of you. We're at nearly 2,000 likes. Hit that like. We're 3-0 up in the Champions League. What are you playing at? It takes you 5 seconds. Caress it, punch it, slap it, tap it. Do whatever's necessary. Get them numbers up. YouTube likes that algorithm, people. They love it. So like the video. Big up to all of you locked in. 4.5K. 63 of you on Twitch. Big up the whole C unit. Appreciate the support. Champions League. We're 3-0 up. We're cooking. Big games coming up. Tottenham on Sunday. Man United are losing 2-0. It's a good evening, people. Let's enjoy it, you know. Let's enjoy it. Like the video. Let me read these super chats. Joel said, Big C, do you think Saka is on Ozil Sanchez level? Not yet. Not yet. I got to be honest. Sanchez, one of the best wingers I've ever seen at Arsenal. Saka's got to build himself up to that. He might get there eventually, but I'm going to be honest. Alexis Sanchez was a special player. Mesut Ozil's a World Cup winner, you know. He played for Real Madrid. So, but he can go beyond, possibly. He's young, who knows? Sky's the limit for him. Usman said, when's the next post-game with Laurie and Fran? See, the problem with those two at the moment, Laurie does a lot of post-game on AFTV now, so I can't get him on. And Fran has... Fran's disappeared into the crypto world. He's got no interest in football at the moment. So, but I'll try and get them on. My plan was to try and maybe do a show with those two. So maybe I can do a weekly show or something. Next international break, my plan is to sort out some new shows and get some more collabs going. Curtis definitely goes for the wedding and watches the final with his phone. Big up Samuel. Big up Sidon in the chat. Hope you're well, bro. Leicester doing well in the championship. Jorge said, would you take Onana? Yeah, he can be Gunnosaurus on a match day. And Cheese said, oh, he gives a super sticker. Second half is underway, people. How many goals will we win this game by? Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and thank you for the super chats. Thank you for all your comments and interaction. Second half's underway, people. Get me on a collab, Curtis member stream. Don't worry, member stream this week. Sidon's back, people. Sidon always pops up, by the way, when Leicester are doing quite well. And Leicester are near the top of the championship at the moment. So Sidon's around. But big him up. He's still around. Jeez, Noah Lang goes past one. Good tackle, Ben White. Had to time that right. Could have been a penalty. This Noah Lang is a good player, by the way. First ever super chat for Sidon. Life is good, right? Big up yourself, bro. Thank you very much. What will we win this game, people? What will we win this game? Look at this Noah Lang. Jeez, he sent Saka to do the dishes. Yo, I'm telling you now, this brother, he don't need to fly home. He can stay if he plays like that. Jeez, he's a player, man. Good player. Oh, Man United have scored, apparently. Somebody just said United scored 2-1 early goal. One thing about that Bayern, Højlund has scored. Jeez, game on. One thing about that Bayern Munich team, I don't rate their back four. Don't rate their back four at all. You know, it's Upamecano and them, man, are shaky. Taking off to Yard on a flight, listening to Big C, first Champions League match in a while. Big up Vance. Safe flight. We stood by Laurie when he used to join us from the basement of AFTV. Now he's forgotten us. Big up Laurie, what a legend. Big him up, man. The wish Haaland has scored. Højlund. George, was it you? You got the bet, right? 5-1, you said, innit? To Dortmund. Upper Maguire. Definitely dodgy, innit? Gabriel Jesus gets clattered there. Yeah, this Noah Lang, good player, man. He's standing out massively for them. He's by far their best player. Arsenal on the ball. Let's not take our foot off the gas, man. Let's continue and score a few more goals, you know. Let's not just... We do this a lot. We go up and then we start chilling. Chessin Bird said, Wesley Sneijder predicted 2-2 before the game. The disrespect. Did he think Willian and Mustafi still play for Arsenal? I mean, he's Dutch, isn't he? Maybe he's a PSV fan. He ain't gonna... It's Havertz, come on. Gets the ball out wide to Trossard. Finds Gabriel Jesus in the penalty area. Twist, turns, loses it. Could see he didn't have control of that ball properly for some reason. Sonny said, Big C, any chance in your streams a split screen with a live game and you? See, you're not allowed to do that, Sonny. A lot of people ask this. You can't do it. It's copyright on YouTube. So listen, of course, I would love to do that. Half the game and half me. Beautiful. Can't do it. A lot of you saying this Noah Lang's got a bad attitude, which maybe is the reason a club hasn't signed him. Long ball over the top. PSV have started lively. De Jong wins the header. Zinchenko heads it back to David Raya. Coach, you are the funniest thing on the web, says John Dodds. I agree with you, John. I agree. Big up, John. Every time I hear Havertz, my heart leaps, says Ryan. Jeez. Is anyone else having technical difficulties? Keep losing signal on the TV, says Gigi. Mine's all right at the moment. Bayern have got a penalty according to Prince. Yeah, Bayern penalty. Harry Kane against Onana. Let us know how that one goes. Here's Benny Blanca. I might actually turn over. Handball it was. I'll come back to that because they're arguing. So we'll go back to Arsenal. Have I just missed a chance for Gabby? No. Lang's got the ball again. He's fouled. Free kick. Rice has fouled him. Penalty to Bayern Munich, people. The 5-1 for George might be on, man. I'm telling you, he's not a million miles away. Look at that ball from Odegaard into Jesus. I think he should have hit that. I just want to see this penalty for Bayern Munich. Harry Kane against Onana. Kane's placed the ball down on the spot. Hope nothing happens in this Arsenal game while I've turned over. Harry Kane against Onana. Penalty to Bayern Munich to make it 3-0. It was handball. I didn't see what happened. It just says handball. Kane against Onana. Thomas Tuchel banned from the touchline. He's sitting in the stand. Here's Kane. Can he score against Manchester United? It's Kane. He scored. What a penalty that is. Bottom corner. 3-1. Harry Kane. I've always rated him. What a pen. Onana goes the right way. Smashes it in the corner. 3-1. Game over. And that 5-1 could still be on for George. What a penalty, by the way. Keeper goes the right way. Smashes it into the bottom corner. He's got to be one of the best penalty takers in the world, to be fair, apart from when he takes them for England and he puts them on the moon. Here's Ben White. Gets into the penalty area, does well. Saka's there. Can he find him? Here's Odegaard. Still Odegaard. He's twisting. The shot opportunity's gone. Ben White looks for Jesus. Look at the hold-up. He was looking for Havertz. Couldn't find him. We need a Kai Havertz goal, man. Please do something. Good play, Gabriel there. Trossard. Arsenal win the ball back. We want we want a couple more goals, man. Harry Kane, he's one of our... We know he's a boiled gooner, man. He was there at Highbury with red hair. We know deep down he's a gooner. Havertz needs to score. Let's see if he plays 90 minutes. Why does Jesus always cut back, said Serial. I think he likes to twist up defenders. I think sometimes, it's that Brazilian thing, man. Like they don't want to just shoot and score. They want to twist and turn and embarrass you and then score. But sometimes you do have to just shoot, Havertz is beyond terrible, says Barbosa. You're a big fan of him then. Ben White looks shattered. Hands on knees, get Tommy on. Here's the ball down the sides. Noah Lang pulls it in. Declan Rice clears it out for a throw-in. We started the second half a bit slow. Decker's shouting at the players there. No, listen, we're trying to support Havertz. What else can we do? What else can we do? Harry is 100% Arsenal. He is, man. Here's Bakayoko on this right-hand side. Tries to run past Zinchenko. Zinchenko does well there. Wins the ball back. Gabriel gives it away, though. Sloppy pass. But we win it back, and we win a throw-in on the edge of our own penalty area. Make Rice captain already, says W. James. My stream's a bit like Kai lagging, said Wasim. Assassin said he plays centre mid for his Sunday team. Rice makes it look easy. I was a striker, bro. Let the midfielders do the hard work. Look at Jesus hold-up play. It's unbelievable. Havertz finds Saka right-hand side. up against Dest. He's 1v1 with him. Ben White's on the overlap as well. Saka takes too long, loses the ball. Now Ben White's out of position. We got to be careful. Let's not concede a sloppy goal. Oh, Zinchenko, wrong side. Bakayoko in the penalty area. Left foot. Good save, David Raya. Brilliant positioning. Bayern Munich just hit the post, apparently. It's now 3-1 to Bayern Munich. Kane just scored a penalty. Apparently, they just hit the post as well. And United got the goal back with Højlund. I just turned over to watch that for a sec. It's gone out. Let's get back to the Arsenal game. Can we get a fourth goal? I got to admit, I would be a little bit frustrated if we won this game 3-0. I know that sounds really greedy. Before the game, we'd have all took that. But being 3-0 at half-time, I want us to really put out a statement that, 5-6-0. Here's David Raya, finds Odegaard, calm on the ball. Big up Caleb, who's with the super chat. Been lurking since the Rip Kit days, bro. I'm just glad to see how far we've come. Greetings from Atlanta. Big up yourself, bro. From the ATL. Trossard overhits the cross, goes out for a throw-in. Big up Caleb. Big up Samuel. He said, you need to start a sing-along, Curtis. That's probably the nicest super chat he's ever put. He's usually trying to banter me off. Listen, we can sing. You know how these watch-alongs used to end up? We were talking about biscuits and wrappers and games on old consoles. It was all going off. Musiala's cooking United, apparently. Here come Arsenal. Trossard. Oh, tries to find Saka. He's offside. Free kick to PSV. And I'm keeping an eye on that United game a little bit more. Big up Vinay, who said big up Big C from Leicester. Good times, bro. Good. Big up Broads. Zidane would cook at United. Oh, Kane. Oof. Nearly got in there. Bayern again. Let's just leave the Arsenal game on. Don't worry about them lot. He gave Nelson a 100k deal but doesn't play him. Strange one, that, isn't it? I think you have to understand nowadays that you've got to have so many English players in your squad. So sometimes it's cheaper to give 100 grand a week to an English player that's already at your club than to go and buy a decent one in the Premier League, and then the English tax kicks in. Mason Mount cost 60 million. Do you know what I mean? He cost 60 million pounds. Now, yeah, probably we should have got Maddison for 40 million. That was actually good value. But English players are very expensive. Watching Timber's brother play for Feyenoord, top players, Quentin Timber, midfielder. Luke de Jong's on the floor holding his foot. People saying it's disrespectful to talk about... Rice stamped on the top of his foot. Disrespectful to talk about Rice as captain. Listen, I think Odegaard is our captain now. Curtis, you're the best singer. Not bad. Not bad. I'm tempted to go have a go on X Factor, man. Why not? Karaoke stream. Well, I think we should do one time, actually. Just come on and sing, people. We'll just have a sing. Odegaard is balling in the rain. Finally, out of the sun. This De Jong is fuming with Declan Rice. I think Rice is saying, bruv, he had a slightly heavy touch. He passes the ball and the follow-through, he stands on the top of his foot. De Jong is obviously not happy. And you just spoke about Reece Nelson, and Reece Nelson's coming on, and Tomiyasu's coming on. Now, who's he going to take off? Does he take Saka off and save him for the derby, or does he drag Trossard off on the left? Trossard comes off. See, I'm a little bit disappointed with that. 1 goal, 1 assist. You drag him after 57 minutes. He's taking Zinchenko off. Take Ben White off. He's on a yellow card. And getting cooked. He's honestly... I would have probably took Ben White and give Saka a rest. I don't get that one at all. Trossard's having a good game. He hardly ever plays. You drag him after 60. I suppose what you could say... Maybe he's not fully fit, but I don't get that one, if I'm being honest. I'm glad Nelson's getting time. Big up Callum with the super sticker. I'm a bit disappointed for Trossard there. I would have given him more time. It's nice to see Reece on the pitch. I'd like to see Smith Rowe get a runner. Ava said, big up Curtis from Arsenal, #1 fan from Portmore, Jamaica. Big up yourself. Big up. I don't know how Ben White stayed on the pitch. He's on a yellow card. He's getting ram-ragged. You bring Tomiyasu on and you don't bring him off. Maybe Zinni's not fit. I'm not sure. Let Trossard cook, said Broads. You don't want to let him cook, man. It's like the better he plays, he gets dragged. Take Havertz off for ESR, please. Give ESR a chance, man. He deserves it. He won't, though. He'll probably take Havertz off for Fabio Vieira. We already lost Martinelli. He doesn't want to risk our only left winger. Yeah, possibly the case. Saka gives it away there. Sloppy. We haven't started this half too well. I don't want us to rest on our laurels. Let Havertz cook. He can't even open the microwave at the moment. Never mind cook. Imagine Musiala at Arsenal, says Melbourne. He's a player, isn't he? I like him. Here come Arsenal on the ball. Can we get going a little bit in this second half? We haven't started yet. 14 minutes in the second half. We haven't done anything. Saka runs at Dest. It's blocked. It will go out for a corner to the Arsenal. Down this right-hand side. Curtis, we've got to think about the North London derby, says Nick. I hear you, but I'm saying I would have taken off Ben White because he's on a yellow. You don't want him to get suspended. Yeah, maybe the left wing thing, but Saka's the one that usually looks more burnt out, so you would have thought he would have come off. AP, thank you for the super chat. Saka is going to be finished soon. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Get ESR on the pitch, says Elray. Corner to Arsenal, 30 minutes to go. Saka whips it in. It's high. There's no challenge. It's cleared. Here's Reece Nelson on this left-hand side. Hopefully he can have a good game. Arteta on sub in ESR. Emil Smith, no. Here's Saka on the right-hand side up against Des. Breezes past him. Gets the ball out wide. Here is Reece Nelson in the area. He's got support. He's ran. He's gone the wrong way. He has to start again there. And here's Declan Rice. Rice moving like them old school centre mids from the 90s, man. Shirt tucked in and all that. Here's Gabriel Magalhaes. He's had a good game, he has. Kai Havertz finds Deckers. Good ball into Odegaard. Tries to flick it round the corner. Nelson. This guy's going to wipe him out. Good play there, Nelson. Here's Havertz. Here's Havertz. Jesus. Oh, that could have been the moment. Oh, unlucky. That was a good pass from Havertz. I'm clutching at straws, people, but that was a nice pass. Good play there by Nelson. Puts that Jeffrey Schlupp-looking brother on the floor. Finds Havertz. Good ball in. Good touch by Havertz. I'm thinking, smash it. It's actually a really good ball into Jesus. Just tries to flick it. It hits his toe. Havertz could have got a nice assist here. Oh, unlucky. I would have liked to have seen him shoot, but it actually would have been a really good assist. Jesus, it hits his toe. Unlucky, man. It was a good pass. Really good pass. An assist would have been good for him there. Big up K. Hayes. Big up Big C, the gold teeth, back teeth, all teeth, knocking teeth, Don Gorgon of creator content. Ninja Man voice. Big up yourself, brother. Ah, dear. Hey, 2K likes already. We're there, people. Let's get to 3K. Big up the community. 4,000 of you watching this. Really appreciate the support. That was decent from Havertz. I thought he was going to smash that in. But good bit of invention there. We're trying to let Havertz cook. We're trying. Ball over the top. PSV for Bakayoko. Tomiyasu is at left back now. Will he take off Ben White on a yellow? Maybe he'll put Cedric at right back. Liam said Havertz is struggling with the toaster, let alone the microwave. Here come PSV. Edge of the box. Shots blocked. David Raya catches it. Everything has been straight at David Raya, really. Every time they shoot, it's straight at him. He's hardly had to dive or do anything. Who was that? Sabari with the shot. David Raya's on the ball. 27 minutes to go. Still Arsenal 3, PSV 0. And it is still Bayern Munich 3, Manchester United 1 over there in the Allianz Arena. Their whole front three have scored, Bayern Munich. Kane, Sané and Gnabry. Same as Arsenal, the whole front three had scored. The guys who started the game anyway, Trossard, Saka and Gabriel Jesus. Can we get another goal though? Will he bring on Ramsdale for 10 minutes? He spoke about it, didn't he? Substituting goalkeepers. Melbourne said, who would be your dream signing for Arsenal? He said, for me, it's Alphonso Davies. I mean, what, are we talking realistic? I mean, I'd take Mbappe. Do you know what I mean? But I'd love Jude Bellingham as well. Jude Bellingham would be... Imagine Jude Bellingham playing in that Havertz role, attacking midfield next to Odegaard. It'd be ridiculous. So, but yeah, dream, not likely, are they, I suppose. PSV about to make a double change. So they're going to go for it. I think Lozano was coming on then. Who is a live wire as well. Assassin said his would be Hakimi. Good defending there. Oh, that's brilliant. Saliba. He's a Rolls Royce, that lad. Well, I spoke too soon. He gives the... Oh, no, he kept it in, Ben White. Well played. Saliba twisting up Lang. Keeps the ball. Saka keeps the ball. A few of you saying Musiala, CR7. Not CR7 now. Maybe 10 years ago. Or 5 years ago. Here's Odegaard. Good little flick on for Saka. Can he keep it in or is it going to skid out? Goes out for a throw and he couldn't keep it in. And PSV going to make a couple of changes. Lozano about to come on. Very quick. I think he was at PSV before. Bakayoko is coming off. He looks lively, to be fair. So pace for pace. Lozano, I think, left PSV, went to Napoli, and then he's come back to PSV after a few years. The Napoli move didn't really work out for him that much. Who's the other guy? So that's Sabari comes off. Tillman comes on. Don't know much about them guys, to be honest. Yardman said Mbappe is the Henri regen. Listen, remember Wenger was in his house trying to convince him to sign for us when he was at Monaco, but he didn't want to leave France at a young age, so we never got him. Just imagine if Wenger would have got him, but it's another one of them, innit? Will ESR kick a ball for Arsenal? Give ESR a run out, man. I'm tweeting it. He needs some game time, man. Will he come on? Probably not, but we're trying. Havertz is trending, so I would imagine those comments are not great. Somebody said Havertz has not put a foot wrong. I mean, he hasn't put a foot wrong, but I still need more. I still need more. So people are trying to big him up. Someone said Havertz looks sharp, much improved. He's the dual winner. I don't buy into all that. He's not a defensive midfielder. Oh, ESR's on! We spoke it into existence. Yes! Fabio Vieira's coming on as well. Here we go. Saka and Eversmith Rowe. Get him on, man. Always gives me an interview in America. He's a cool guy. He had a good pre-season. Here come PSV, though, on the attack. Ball whipped in. It's blocked. He goes out for a corner. We haven't actually played that well in this second half, but Lozano looked quick there, man. Definitely quick. They heard us, man. You know, AirPod Albert's listening, and he's gone, hey, Mikel, he's saying get ESR on. I think we've got to do it. Who's he going to take off? That'll be interesting. He's bringing 2 attacking midfielders on. So do you take off Odegaard and Havertz? Corner whipped in for PSV. Goes all the way across. Comes out edge of the box. Shot. It's high and wide. Terrible shot. By Dest on his left foot there. Now he's bringing off Gabriel Jesus. I knew it. He'd find a way. He'll probably put Havertz up front. He will not take that guy off. Havertz has survived. Saka and Jesus come off. I mean, listen, North London derby on Sunday. We do have to be careful. He's taken the whole front 3 off, which I don't mind. I love that Gabriel Jesus goal, man. What a finish. Havertz will probably go up front now. I would imagine Fabio Vieira on the right. Smith Rowe maybe in the attacking midfield role. Listen, I actually don't mind these guys coming off. Rest them. Go on, ESR, lad. Come on, you. Saka's off. I can't believe it. I'm happy to see those guys come off. But yeah, we've been quiet in this second half. I got to be honest. We've hardly had a decent chance. Here they come again. Des pulls it back. It's scrambled away. Comes to PSV on the edge of the box. We haven't been great second half. I think we've took our foot off the gas a little bit. Can Havertz score now? He's up front. It looks as if, yeah, Fabio Vieira's on the right. Oh, this Noah Lang is taking the mick out of Ben White. He's overran it. He has got the cross in, though. Don't give away a silly penalty. Nah, we got away with that. This Noah Lang, man, he's flicking the ball over Ben White's head and all sorts. He ain't playing about. He's on some FIFA street business. Here's Havertz. He could be in. Go on, Havertz! Cut in on your left foot and finish. Finds it's Smith Rowe. Nelson on the overlap. You've overhit it. Yes, oh, that's a poor pass. Got too much on that. He does well, though. Recovers. Nelson. What you got? Here's Odegaard. 25 yards out. Odegaard! El Capitan! Martin Odegaard smashes it into the bottom corner. Game, set, and match. 4-0 to the Gunners. El Capitan with the goal. And what a finish. Great goal. I called him Solar God. Well, maybe he can perform in all weathers now, people. Smith Rowe overhit it to Nelson. He does well to use his body strength, though. Gives it to Nelson. He's patient. Look at the way Odegaard sells this defender. Gives him the fake shot. Creates that space. It is a fantastic goal. Sends that midfielder for a late supper and drills it into the bottom corner. What a player. What a player this boy is. Havertz, he played a little role in the goal. You know, I'm clutching a little bit. Pre-assist. Oh, dear. A lot of people saying that their channel's going off because of the rain. That interference. El Capitan. Martin Odegaard, 4-0 to the Gunners. We want 5. We want 5. We want 5. Come on. We want a Kai Havertz goal now, man. Come on. He got the pre-assist. I'm going to tweet it. Why not? Havertz with the pre-assist. We're clutching. We're clutching, people. I'm trying to make it positive. Hopefully he scores. 4.1k in the chat. 4.1k in the chat. What does that say? Right, we're on the break again. Fabio Vieira finds Nelson. I can see Havertz at the back post. Nelson, he's on the move. Left foot shot. It's blocked. It's good defending, to be fair. Come on, Havertz. Get that goal, man. All-weather God. I love that one. That's a banger. Arteta's calling someone over. One of the coaches is probably saying, get Eddie and Nketiah on. He ain't going to let Eddie sit on the bench for 90 minutes. You just know that ain't going to happen. He ain't going to treat his stepson like that. Oh, I haven't even updated the score. Apologies, people. It is 4-0 to the mighty Arsenal. Arsenal 4. PSV Eindhoven 0. Oh, Nelson and Smith Rowe. Oh, Smith Rowe passes a bit too hard and it's cleared. Can we get another goal or two? Man United out there in Germany getting battered. 3-1 down against Bayern Munich. Oh, they could be in it. I just turned over. Bayern Munich are on the attack. Nah, wasted. Yeah, I've changed the score. Don't worry. I've changed it now. 4-0. 4-0, people. Don't worry. If he scores, would you play him again? I don't know about that. I don't know. People saying Martinez just been sent off. Has he? Is that true, or are we trolling it? It looks like they're still playing. I don't think, yeah. Rainy God. Martin Rainy God. Come on. Oh, what a back heel that is. Who was that? Oh, it's Odegaard. He's having a stormer, by the way. Nelson. Ah, he's overran it. Go on, ESR. Get them legs going, man. Finds Nelson. Fresh legs. We need runners. El Capitan. Odegaard. Can Havertz get a goal? Top it off. What a ball, Ben White. That is Fabio Vieira. Cruyff turn. Give it Havertz. Go on, Havertz. Shoot. Do something. Move. He shoots. Oh, it's deflected. Well, he's won a corner. That's all we can give you right now. That's all we can. Keep going, lad. Keep going. You know, we're treating Kai Havertz like he's an 18-year-old making his debut, and, you know, we're hoping he can just have a good moment. This is a £65 million player. I mean, that shot was going straight at the keeper, but we're trying. We're willing him on. I'm trying my best here, people. I really am. I'm clutching at all kinds of straws with Havertz, but, you know, people on Twitter are telling me he played really well. I don't know what game. He hasn't been terrible, but, you know, let's see. He'll get there eventually, man, I'm sure. Corner whipped in, headed away. It's up in the air. Nelson. Man's shouldering the ball. It's all mad. Here's Ben White. Finds Odegaard. I tell you what, man of match going to be difficult to pick. Odegaard's been fantastic. Vieira whips it in back post. Oh, he goes over the head of Gabriel, who was at the back post, goes out for a corner. Curtis Straw TV. I'm clutching at straws. Jorginho's coming on. Jorginho is going to take off. Declan Rice, surely give him a rest. Or Odegaard. Deckers comes off. Had a good game again. It's quite difficult for Declan Rice to have a bad game in that role. It's like he just hunts people down, wins it, keeps it, plays progressive passes, goes on the odd run. He's really making that his role at the moment. I suppose when you see more of Odegaard, of Deckers, is if people get two attacking midfielders running at him, then he will probably need a little bit more help. Bella Kotchup's come off, bottle of ketchup. And Vertessen has come on. Noah Lang has come off, which I'm glad about because he's been their best player tonight. Broad said, thank you, West Ham, for Declan Rice. Get Jared Bowen next. He's been calling this on some East London hype for years. Here come PSV. Edge of the penalty area, chance to shoot. It's pulled back. Good defending by Tomiyasu. Clears the ball there. Smith Rowe lays it back. Good play. Gabriel's had a very good game. Him and Saliba have looked assured at the back. Crazy to think we started the season with Gabriel on the bench. What kind of foolishness was that? King Kai, Dragon Ball Z. Jorge said, this depth, Curtis, I'm loving it. Listen, it's quality that we can bring good players on, and that's what we want. I want more. Dylan said, is he fit, bruv? Well, you know, he's on the pitch, so that's a positive. ESR. We haven't seen him all season. Vertessen is rapid, apparently. Says Javi. J20 is on, says Khalid. Get Kudus next. I haven't seen much of him at West Ham yet. Stoney said, hello from Norway. Big up yourself, bro. Odegaard business. Here's Luke de Jong for PSV. 4-0 to Arsenal. Can we get a fifth? I always think 5-0 sounds like annihilation. 4-0 is a comfortable victory still, but 5-0 is like you've been annihilated. People were saying in the chat that Onana is rescuing Man United, apparently making multiple saves. I've just turned over onto their game. They're bringing on Martial and Garnacho. Hoyland's off. He scored. Who else they're bringing off? It's not looking good for United. 3-1 away at Bayern Munich. I think realistically, most people would have probably thought United won't win that group. Pellistri comes off. I think for United, it'll be a case of finishing second if they can. I'm back on the Arsenal game. Odegaard, for me, because he's played the 90, very difficult for me to not give him man of the match. Because, you know, Jesus, I thought the front three played really well, but they all came off a lot earlier. When did they actually come off? 58th minute, Trossard came off. 68th minute, Saka and Jesus. So they were off for a little while. So I'd be very tempted to go for Odegaard as man of the match just because of the 90 minutes. But the other three have all played well. The other front three. Gabby, big Gabriel in defence, I think, has been excellent as well. Looked really solid and aggressive today. Not Havertz, said Ish. Nah, listen, he hasn't been bad today, but it's not man of the match levels. Big up Flying Dutchman, thank you for the super chat. Anyone missing Martinelli? Just saying we now have squad depth. Listen, Martinelli's still a quality player. I wish he was available. But it's good that now we've got players that can come in and there's no real difference in the level of quality. It's just maybe a different style. Trossard can offer the same as what Martinelli can, but in a different style. So that's the great thing. Brutal said give Havertz man of the match. He didn't put a foot wrong. Nah, I needed more in the attack. If you're talking about man of the match as an attacking player, I need more. Played a decent pass, had a couple of decent runs, but we're not at man of the match level. We're not going to force it. Saka is a shout for man of the match, said S. Archman. He got a goal and an assist, didn't he? So he's definitely in with a shout, that's for sure. Off topic, have you seen our EAFC 24 squad card? I haven't seen the exact ones yet. I saw some leaked ones, but I don't know if they were real. I'm assuming they've probably released them today. I'll go and have a look after this. 10 minutes left in the game, people. Plus time added on. Jorginho on the ball for Arsenal. Keeps possession well for us. Finds Smith Rowe. Good to see Smith Rowe and Nelson getting minutes. James says the back four, 9.5. Not Ben White. Not Ben White, I got to be honest. That 9.5 don't apply for him. He was getting cooked in the first half. Apparently Odegaard is an 87 rated. Saka's 86. Man of the match for me, personally, will probably be Martin Odegaard. Just as I say that, look at that ball. Look at the touch by Havertz. Come on, Nelson. Havertz is in the box. Get in the box. Free in the box. Take him on, Reese. Aye. Oh, ESR. It's behind him. Nelson shoots. It's blocked. Get in there, Havertz. Oh, and we've lost possession. I really want Havertz to score, man. I do. You man see that ball from Odegaard and the touch from Havertz as well. Odegaard, man. Here's Ben White at the byline. Crosses it. It's blocked. He goes out for a throw-in. Odegaard, world-class discussion. Yeah, listen, if he keeps playing like this, then he's in that discussion. He's the dictator for us. He's the one. Give me the ball. I'm going to make something happen. Man of the match for me. Man of the match. Curtis sounds like a dad with Havertz. I'm trying. He's trying to guide him through. I'd have more confidence in Cruz playing than what I'm seeing of Havertz. Odegaard's the highest, 87 rated. He's done well to get an 87 rated that quick. I said the other day, Odegaard plays for nearly every team in the world if they signed him. He's that good. In that attacking midfield role, there's not many teams that wouldn't put him in their team. Man City, Kevin De Bruyne, yeah, and maybe Jude Bellingham in that more advanced role. Yeah, he's not playing over them two. But I think nearly every other team he gets in. And those teams, he could still fit in their team somewhere else. Or play next to Bellingham or next to Kevin De Bruyne, So he would play in a lot of teams, nearly all of them. He's that good. I'm just delighted he signed that new contract. Apparently Real Madrid were actually interested in bringing him back. Dre said, Havertz is annoying me. The guy has no aggression. J-Dub said, we're an actual team again. I love it. Jude is saucy. Jude's a baller, man. Ramsdale can hold bench, says Dominic. Wild Child said Odegaard is world class, hands down. Only reason it's a discussion is lack of trophies. He wins something and nobody speaks. Curtis Kai Havertz, stepdad. He won't be moving like that. I'm telling you. I'll be like, brother, fix up. Big up King Wiz AFC, man. Nelson has a heavy touch there. Don't foul him. Don't foul him. Good tackle, Jorginho. Gabriel, great. Gabriel's been superb tonight, honestly. He has won all the headers. He's been brilliant. Odegaard or Maddison? I like both. We'll stick with Odegaard, though. I wouldn't swap him for Maddison. I think he's 3-4 years younger. But I do like Maddison as well. But we'll see on Sunday. Let's hope Odegaard's bossing it. Rochelle said Odegaard is our best player. I repeat, our best player. Everything goes through him. He's the one you got to get the ball to if something's going to happen, you know. Najori said, I'm sold on Raya. That pass to Havertz was crazy. Pinging out passes. Gaz said, we are the future of football. Let's be the present of football. You know, I want us to win things now. We're ready, man. We need to be ready to win now. Even though Saliba definitely has a higher ceiling, I actually think Gabriel is our most important defender. That's difficult to say that. I know what you're saying, but then when Saliba came out the team last year, we collapsed. Maybe it was because we had Holding next to Gabriel. Nelson hits the byline, dinks it over the top. Oh, Vieira goes for the header, heads it wide. Goes out for a goal kick. And it's a goal kick to PSV. 6 minutes to go. Make sure you smash that like button, people. Let's get to 3K likes before the game even finishes. And then people watching it on playback, they can, you know, put it up even a bit further. Get to 4K possibly. We're at 2,500 at the moment. Big up to everyone locked in. 4,200 of you locked in. I'm sorry, Big Z. I was being sarcastic with Howard. No worries, bro. Howard said, remember this team will learn how to cook since they know they will play now. Speaking of Holding, apparently, I think it was Holding's birthday today or yesterday. I think Arsenal put a tweet out saying, happy birthday, Rob Holding. Man United have scored 3-2. Who got the goal? Who scored for United? It's a scrappy. It's got Casemiro. It looks. The guy looks. Casemiro's on the floor. Oh no! Casemiro sweeps it in with his left foot. 3-2. Can Man U get a late equaliser in that game? 5 minutes. Well, just about 4 minutes to go in this game. Curtis, can you read my comment? There you go. I read the comment. Bet you we should put a bit more in that comment now. That Tuchel team is so... he's not even on the bench today, Tuchel. He's sitting in the stands. He's banned. Callum said, Big C, you don't realise how entertaining you are. You are worthy of 500k subs. No lie. I agree. I think I'd say a mil, actually. United fans will talk about we fought hard. Yeah, they'll clutch at straws for that one. You know, of having, they put up a fight. They'll probably have a shot in the last 5 minutes and say, we nearly equalised. I actually missed that. A lot of people saying Havertz. What did Havertz just do then? Did I miss something crazy that he did? Okay. Oh, it's a great touch. Oh, no, the guy got booked. That's a good touch, to be fair. It's a good touch. Peter Crouch or Havertz. Kite is short. Don't you dare do that to me. I had way more intensity. It was a good touch. It was a good touch, to be fair. Can we get another goal? 3 minutes to go. I don't know how much time will be added on. I don't think the Champions League do the same level as the Premier League. Rory says, North London derby, Raya or Ramba? Raya. No messing about. Me personally, the guys come in this week. If this game stays as it is, 2 clean sheets. Why change him? Well, it's not a... Oh, here's Reece Nelson, 25 yards out. Should have shot. Took too long. Everyone's trying to twist and turn, man. Here's Smith Rowe. Shoots. Blocked. Corner. Yeah, David Raya for me. Listen, I know we can get caught up in the emotion. Oh, Ramsdale deserves a game. Blah, blah, blah. He's come in this week, potentially kept 2 clean sheets if this game finishes like that. He's the man in form right now, you know? So I'm playing David Raya. It is harsh on Ramsdale, but I'm not a great believer in chopping and changing your goalkeeper, especially not in big games like that. A lot of emotion. Raya is calm at the moment. His confidence will be high. Where Ramsdale, his confidence might have dipped a little bit. He might feel under more pressure because he hasn't been starting. I would play David Raya. Rail said, imagine Thomas Partey back and Ivan Toney up front. Havertz tries to get it. It's cleared for a throw-in. Listen, Jesus. Let's get one thing straight about Jesus. Jesus was injured for 3 months last season. If you can keep him fit, maybe he can score the goals. Henok said, Curtis, you haven't read my comments in months. Well, there you go. Oh, it's 4-2 to Bayern Munich. 4-2. Tell has scored. The way they're zooming in on Onana, has something gone wrong again? It's a good finish, to be fair. Can't you tell? Tell. His name's Tell. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It's a great finish. He can't save that. 4-2 to Bayern. So there goes Man United's. They tried hard trophy that they were going to claim. 4-2. Dealt with. Get yourself home. 4 goals conceded. DG said he needs 1 week fitness to pocket. Listen, he needs more than fitness. It's intelligence. It's in here, my friend. It'll be like a pit bull chasing after me, man. Them players there, you do them players with intelligence. You know what I mean? He'll be thinking, right, I'm gonna, get close. Nah, man, just intelligence, dropping them little spacers. He won't know where I am. He'll be dizzy. Big him up. Maybe we'll play a game one day. They'll wish they had De Gea back. I can't believe De Gea hasn't got a club. It's really surprising. Madrid lost Courtois and signed Kepa when De Gea was out of contract. Surely you would take De Gea over Kepa. Maybe because they say Kepa's good on the ball, but I think Kepa's a terrible goalkeeper. 3 minutes added on. We're 30 seconds in already. Who is your man of the match, people? Who is your man of the match today? There's a lot of people to say. For me, Martin Odegaard played the full 90 minutes. Everything went through him. Scored a brilliant goal. And in the rain as well. 1 assist, 1 goal. Saka 1 assist, 1 goal. Trossard 1 assist, 1 goal. So they've all chipped in. And Nelson got an assist as well. But I would go with Odegaard. Captain, leader, scored a brilliant goal. His shot led to Saka's goal. It's weird. You get an assist for shooting if the keeper saves it and you scored the rebound. I've never heard that. That's what I've just seen online. Odegaard gets the assist for the first goal as his shot. I never knew that. I never knew that a saved shot, if the rebound was scored, was classed as an assist. Man of the match, Curtis Shaw Havertz. Hey, Peter. Don't put me in the bracket with that guy. Eddie hasn't had a kick. I can't believe it. He didn't bring his steps on Eddie and Nketiah on. That's how desperate he's been to try and get Kai Havertz a goal. Robbie will give Havertz 8, 9 out of 10 for this performance. He will. You know what he's like. Bruno scored, apparently. Is it 4-3 over there? No, Casemiro, I think. Or was it an own goal? Casemiro header. Fantasy League. Casemiro, 2 goals. 4-3 over there. So they will get their tried hard trophy. Free kick to Arsenal. 30 seconds to go. Will they even try and get it in the box? Here's Fabio Vieira. No, we've gone backwards. I think it will be done. David Raya. People saying David Raya, man of the match. Patrick, I don't think he had enough that really tested him to be man of the match. A lot of the shots were straight at him. His handling was very good. But I wouldn't give him man of the match. There's Nelson. It's absolutely hammering down with rain. 10 seconds to go. Doesn't look like Havertz will get his goal, although he's won the ball back there. Well done. Here's Odegaard. Finds Emile Smith-Rowe. Nelson. Vieira. Can we get a goal? Last chance. You got to get in the box. You're taking too long. Ref's going to blow. Ref blows the full-time whistle. Arsenal have won it. First game back in the Champions League, people. Arsenal 4. PSV Eindhoven 0. And The 3 points are in the bag. Great performance by the Gunners. Man United's game has finished 4-3. I'm sure their fans will really try and cling to that as they nearly did something, but it's still a defeat. Still 4 goals conceded after conceding 3 against Brighton. So, but listen, great result for Arsenal. In the comments, as I was saying before, who is your man of the match? Should we get a poll up, actually? A quick poll. Who was your man of the match tonight? For me, the skipper, Odegaard. A lot of you saying that Declan Rice silently did his job very well. I thought Gabriel was fantastic in the defence. I really did. The whole front three that started the game were brilliant. Trossard, Saka, Gabriel Jesus. I love that Gabriel Jesus finish, man. The first touch. I love the Trossard finish, in fact, as well. Just passed it into the corner, bottom corner. And a great result. United fans are blaming the refs. Leave them to it, mate. Leave them. I don't care. It's a defeat for them. They'll probably lose to Bayern at Old Trafford as well. Let's get a poll up. Who was your man of the match? The only problem with this, you're going to have to forgive me on this, because it only gives you 4 options. And there's at least 5 probably players. You could say David Raya. You could say Gabriel. I'm going to narrow it down then. So I'll go Raya. I thought Gabriel was superb. I can't even do that. It's harsh. Odegaard. Because I feel like I've got to say Jesus. And I've got to say Trossard. I'm going to take David Raya out, because I don't think the saves he had to make were that difficult. I'm going to go Gabriel Jesus. It's so harsh because I want to put Saka and we'll go with Trossard. No, I've got to put Saka in there. Listen, I'll put them 4. If you think anyone else, just write them. It only gives you 4 options, which is stupid, really. So I'll just write 4. If you think it's someone else, vote someone else. Somebody just said there, Kai Havertz is a regen Giroud up front. Could be. I've always said, since he signed for the club, Havertz a better striker than a midfielder. Because if you see him higher up the pitch, he can hold the ball up and lay it off. In midfield, you're asking for too much work. Seville draw at home with Lens. We definitely finish in top of the group. Hopefully. That's a good result for us, because we're already top. We play Lens next away from home. So, yeah, that's a very good result for us. It's actually great that people saying no Trossard. Listen, I could only get 4 on there. We could only get 4 on there. So, listen, what a great performance. For me, Odegaard's man of the match, because of the fact he played 90 minutes. The other front 3, they came off earlier, so I would give it to Martin Odegaard. I thought he was superb tonight. Smith Rowe limping off, people saying. Maybe he's just doing that. There's been a few times I've seen him limp. Maybe he just does it. Kai Havertz, man of the match, no chance. I mean, he was decent, but he ain't man of the match. Ben White, solid. Bro, I thought he was our worst player. I'll be honest, I thought that Noah Lang was cooking him. Ball said, great Watchalong Big C, you make it look effortless. Big up, bro. It's good to be back, says Teddy. Bossard, man of the match. Odegaard was superb. Havertz was decent. He was decent. I'll give him decent. He was. Ramsdale done out here, says Lee. Listen. We get caught up sometimes in the player that's in the team, and when you're not in the team, we're not interested. Ramsdale probably still has a future, but he's gonna have to, fight. Big up Pat, who said Curtis Shaw, man of the match. Listen, people, smash the likes on the way out. 4.5K of you in the chat. Great start to the Champions League group for Arsenal. A 4-0 victory against PSV. Top of the group. Seville drew against Lens. We'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. We'll review the game, man of the match, press conference reaction, player ratings, and all of that good stuff. 6 years after being in the Champions League, that horrible night in Bayern Munich, we win 4-0 against PSV. It feels good to be home. We made it look easy. There will be bigger tests ahead. Great start, 4-0. Take care. Like the video on the way out, and I'll see you all tomorrow, people. Bless.